This is former TNA World Champion Raven, and you're listening to TNA Cross the Line podcast. Quote the Raven, nevermore. And don't cross the line. Or do cross the line. I'm not really sure if you're supposed to, you're not supposed to. I don't know. Whatever. You get it.
TNA Wrestling. Cross the line.
It's episode 11 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I am Bob Colling Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley. And Dallas, this week's episode is technically taped, and that usually means that we're in for a snoozer. But it's going to feature a triple threat ladder match between Low Key, who is the champion, the X Division champion, AJ Styles, and the old wonder, Jerry Lynn. Dallas, where's your excitement for this one?
I would say for that match, I'm actually really excited for. But in general, I'm sort of dreading this show, to be honest with you. I really feel like it's not going to be great.
Now, you're usually extremely optimistic.
Well, I know, but you know what? The last time they did a taped one like this, it was not great. Like, I feel like it was just like... Because you're getting, like, realistically, we're going to be getting more... And, like, this could sound wrong, but I guess, like, B talent, you know what I mean? And actually, there's... I'll get into it once we get into my notes, but there's a match that was scheduled that... Not that it would have been great, but it had to get canceled because of something that happened on the previous show. And since it was taped on the same day, they could not do it. So, I think that, like I said, I think the triple ladder match has got me hooked in. But besides that, I'm not really looking forward to this one. I feel like, I mean, I'm looking forward to watching it, but I just think it's not going to be. It's definitely, I'm already going to predict a thumbs down show if I have to.
Okay. Well, remember, there's also the surprise for Jeff Jarrett, which was revealed technically to be, well, at least somebody under the bullet mask. It wasn't Bob Armstrong. I am pretty sure that it was BG James, Road Dogg.
I still don't know. I'm very proud of myself.
I don't know either. I have not looked.
Yeah, super proud of myself. Not spoiled it. Even doing notes, I was a little nervous. Something was going to pop up. Now, I do know who is technically under the mask, but I don't think it's who ends up being revealed. But we will get there.
Interesting.
I'm going to read it during my notes because I do not believe it is actually who is revealed, and I don't think it's like a spoiler. So I'm gonna read in. So if anyone gets upset, if it ends up being that, I will apologize for screwing up this week, as I did last week.
Yeah, that could be your trend, just continually fucking up. I was looking for the trademark like Road Dogg upper arm tattoo, and I did not see it.
Yeah, I don't even watching back. Sure. I don't think I did either. And like,
that's just another layer to the show that we had the ladder match. Then I would assume a match with Jarrett and whoever's under the mask.
I'd be surprised if we didn't start the show with that. Remember how they went off the air? They kind of just cut off. And since it's taped, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what we got open in the show, is some kind of segment continuing the end of the show. So we'll see what happens, though.
Do you think that since it is a taped show, and the tape is the same day, that we're going to get like more matches, or are we going to get more segments? Like backstage segments.
I would like to think, well, no, not that I'd like to think, but I feel like what they would do is more segments, because last week was not segment heavy. We had very few backstage segments. I mean, it's pretty slim. That being said, I do think we might get some more matches, but that doesn't mean they're going to be good matches. And if there's more matches, I'm afraid they're going to be shorter as well. So, which I mean isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I don't know. I could really see it going either way. I think
the trend for like tape shows is usually there's more backstage segments to fill the time.
Yeah, and I feel like I remember talking about that the last time they did a taped show, except that because in the notes it was like, yeah, they're going to be filming more backstage stuff for that show. But like, I don't think they actually ended up doing it at that specific one. So I don't know. I'm interested to see what's going to happen.
I am as well. But I guess I get right into your notes for this episode.
Yeah,
last week there was a shit ton. So
we learned a lot last week. There's not as much as last week, so everyone who hated themselves for the first hour and a half of our show, it won't be that long this week. I think that we're going to be more of a normal pace. Although at the same time, there also wasn't a lot to cut out of the Observer. I think a lot of it's super interesting, and so yeah, let's get right into it. One note, as we did note last week, our buddy Stand Up, he made his debut at, or at least not his debut. He was a newcomer in Pro Wrestling Noah, and he got booked through Harley Race. So I just wanted to point that out, that the tour started on August 24th. So there he goes. Good luck, Stan. He's wrestling as Trevor Rhodes in Japan, so not in the Stand Up character necessarily.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to be starting off with some Meltzer notes this week. He mentions that on the surface, things don't appear to be looking good, even though the quality of pay-per-view matches themselves of late have been strong, at least the X Division matches. On 8/21, the company announced it would only be taping, it wouldn't be taping on either 8/28 or 9/4. Now, as we know, Bob, this week is the August 28th show that was taped on the August 21st show, and we know, obviously, that the September 4th show is a clip show highlighting X Division matches. And then on September 11th, that will be no show at all. There's nothing, and that was planned due to the 1-year anniversary of the September 11th attack in the United States, for those who are listening outside of the United States. So that is why there's no show on that day. And I think, Bob, we should hold on to our announcement of our bonus shows that we're going to be doing to the end of the show. So stay tuned. And at the end of the show, we will tell you what the next 2 weeks will be looking like on the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I think that'll be good. So they says that they taped the August 28th show on 21, a decision made only the day earlier, and very few people, including most, if not all of the wrestlers, weren't even aware of until they got to the building. So they didn't even know they were filming 2 shows that day. So there's that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Completely unaware that they're going to have to work twice in the same day.
Or at least most of them, probably.
Most of them, yeah.
Isn't that crazy? It says, so obviously because of this taping schedule and all this stuff going on, there's not going to be another show until September 18th, which will be headlined by, guess what, Bob? I hope you're excited. A tag team gauntlet match to determine the vacant championship titles.
I can't say I'm surprised by that.
I'm not either, but I don't know, dude. I read this and I was like, come on, why? So I'm not looking forward to that show already. That sucks.
You said that's for the 18th?
That's the 18th, September 18th. That'll be our return.
Right.
To the TNA Asylum.
Do they even have enough tag teams to pull that off?
I believe we are bringing some more in, potentially on the show we're about to watch, if I spell it correctly. So there might be some, and maybe the Johnsons will be back, not as the Johnsons. I don't know. I think we have more than we did when we started. So we'll see.
I know there's Harrison Storm, there's the Hot Shots.
Mm-hmm.
Rainbow Express, but it's been just Bruce.
Yep. Who else do we got?
The Briscoes were there once.
Yeah, the SATs we have.
SATs, yeah. Elvis's, technically.
Elvis's. So I think we
there's
have
enough, I guess.
There's enough. And I guess maybe a tag team gauntlet isn't maybe as dreadful as if I'm assuming maybe it's not going to be an entire tournament or anything like that. So
no, a gauntlet makes it sound like as if it would just be 4 or 5 teams in.
So you know match, what? So maybe I won't. I'm going to have a positive outlook. I'm glad that we'll have tag team champions again that don't hate each other, hopefully.
Yeah, that'd be ideal. But it is kind of funny that within less than 3 months of existing, they've already had vacate titles.
Yeah. So it's also mentioned here that the decision for this was literally last minute, which makes it more scary, and that it was anything but a confidence builder for a lot of the wrestlers in the group. The fair in Nashville takes place the same play this week. So I believe this because this Observer was September 2nd. So that's why there's not a show on the 4th. And they knew about this because before they actually signed the contract for the building. So it says that it was the decision included 3 weeks off of live shows and was made with no notice. It indicates an economic move combined with all the cutbacks. So everyone in the company's not looking very positive right now.
I wonder if that would be like a yearly thing. So like in 2003, is there going to be a couple of months, or excuse me, a couple of weeks where there's no shows because of fair? And this has happened before too. Like when they would run the Coliseum, like they'd be a couple, like a week or maybe a week or two in like September. The fair would be at the Coliseum or something. So I'm not quite surprised that that's continued here in good old Nashville.
Yeah, that's a good point. And maybe next year as well, we know now, obviously there's a next year, that maybe the financial cutbacks will be a little bit better and we won't need to, and they can just tape it or, whatever, who knows? Or maybe maybe they invite fair goers to come to the shows. Who knows? I don't know.
Well, that's what I would do. I mean, it's kind of like at New York State Fair. TNA's had, I think they had at least 1 year.
Oh, they did, and I was actually just about to bring that up. I believe that I still had to pay for it, but regardless,
you had to pay for it separate from the fair?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And yeah, they had it, and it was literally in a horse barn. There was dirt on the ground under my feet. The first row seats were probably about 10 feet away from the guardrail. It was very interesting. They didn't have guardrails, actually. They had plastic fencing. I have pictures of this. I'd love to share once, eventually. Regardless, it was actually a fun show, if I remember.
I was going to say, in hindsight, I wish I had gone to it. I think like Angle was on it.
Yeah, I think Angle and
Joe Styles.
I think Angle and Christian Cage was the main event.
Well, so funny story. Because that same weekend or whatever, I went to Chicago, which would explain why I didn't go to it. So in the airport going, obviously, to Chicago, I walked by Christian Cage.
That's awesome.
And I saw Daniels. Christian Cage is very small, height-wise.
Oh, yeah, I saw him at the ECW Arena. At the House of Hardcore show we went to. He was there.
Oh, he was?
You could just meet him. He wasn't, on the show, but...
Oh, I was going to say, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
But that's my memory of TNA in Syracuse.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool, though. I met Samoa Joe at that show. He signed this is a funny story, too. I guess might as well tell it now. Everyone bought his promos, because you could buy, blank 8x10s. Sure. Just any wrestler, really. Well, everyone bought the Samoa Joe ones, obviously, because he's sitting at the table. Well, I have the back of a Jeff Jarrett 8x10 signed by Samoa Joe.
Wow.
So it's on the white, obviously, but you flip it over and it's Jeff Jarrett.
Was Jeff Jarrett there?
I do not recall, but I could be wrong about that. Anyway, moving on. As I just mentioned, speaking of the fair, obviously they, like I said, they knew the date before signing the lease to the building. So it's also mentioned here that a lot of the wrestlers have been cut back from $500 a week to $300 per show. Plus, fewer and fewer stars are being used, and people pushed 1 week are disappearing left and right, and it doesn't look good on the outside.
I thought it was always 300.
It ranged, I think, but I think, for example, AJ Styles was definitely getting paid $500 a week.
Now it's down to 300?
Yeah, at least for most of them, I guarantee, yeah. So people aren't getting paid a lot for this. But
well, you know what? $300 for maybe working a 10-minute match. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know what an average rate is. So
no, so that's why I would be a horrible promoter. Because I'm sure a guy might earn $50, and then I'd be like, I'll give you $275 or something, and they'd be like, whoa, shit, man, I'm coming here more often because
right, because
you wouldn't get $40. Yeah, because I have no idea. I don't want to insult a guy and be like, oh, I can give you 100.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, I usually get fucking 20, so this is great. I'll take it.
No, yeah, I agree. So as we've noticed before, Steamboat wasn't used again and was never mentioned, and instead they went with Bob Armstrong in his place. So this is just another note of they're not flying people in. They've also cut way back on transportation, and even though they had Slash work twice as a disciple on 821, so he'll be obviously back, they didn't bring in James Mitchell or use Malice after doing the angle where he turned last week and being left to the angle where he turned last week and being left with the idea that he and Mitchell should break up. So we think that they might have to break up. Apparently, is how that was left.
Malice turned.
I don't remember that, to be honest with you.
Are they trying to suggest that when he gave Don Harris a fist bump that he's a babyface now?
That's actually a good point. I guess if anything, maybe that's what it was. Regardless, I never thought that there was the idea that him and Mitchell should break up, but whatever.
No.
And obviously, with Steamboat not being there, it sucks because he came across as the closest thing to a major league superstar on the show, as Meltzer has mentioned before. And they started this like little heel turn of his, but they just haven't used him again since.
Right.
Another note here on Ed Ferrara leaving. So obviously, we talked about last week. He has left the company. And apparently the company is portraying it as if he quit to pursue other endeavors, which is true, that he made the decision to quit. But there was movement to go with a two-man crew, and there are more aspects to the story. So we don't know too much more about that yet, but they're making it seem better than it is, it seems. I do believe that this was mentioned before, but there was at least talks at one point many weeks back of replacing Ferrara with Mark Madden, but Jerry Jarrett didn't like his look, so it didn't get anywhere. Meltzer says that Tenay and Don West had a bad night, at least on the first set of the tapings. I don't know if I agree with that, but to each their own. I guess maybe we're not focusing on the commentary on the show as much, but he says that West's act is great when it comes to selling things, but 2 hours of him got old. Once again, I don't necessarily agree. I'm a big Don West fan, but and they're also saying that since they're taping the second show, they only had him plug the ladder match at the end of the show, if you remember, which makes it seem like they have zero confidence that anyone would care about any of the other matches except the ladder match that was taped, which is an interesting point nonetheless. And I think that note alone makes me a little nervous about this.
Well, I think it also kind of tells you that maybe they don't know what they're going to have.
I'm sure. It says that, other people, the show has been built around, like little people like Puppet and stuff, Disco Inferno, the Dupps, Bill Barons, who apparently is suffering from laryngitis, were all gone without a mention. Not that I missed any of them, he says, but it's the problems of storylines that started and go nowhere, which helped kill a lot of companies and took WWE down a lot this year, apparently. So, and this is something we discussed in the beginning of this podcast, Bob, of like, things are going to be in and out so much that we're going to forget about stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it doesn't happen, and I get that. So speaking of Disco Inferno, there's the story here is because obviously we didn't see him last week. The story is a combination of the segments not going well, and he was also a cutback on money. They did plan, as we mentioned last week, to use Dustin Diamond as a celebrity guest, but they were dropped when the segments were dropped. So, interesting cutback. I feel like that would have been at least some decent publicity.
Okay, so Dustin Diamond was going to be on Jive Talking?
I'm assuming that's kind of what was going to happen. Okay. And I believe we did talk about him a little bit, but Sean Waltman, I believe it was a few weeks ago, they were talking about him being Jarrett's like mystery partner. Right. So originally he was going to be feuding with Jarrett, and it was not even talked about behind the scenes at all. So they haven't even brought that back up. So like things are constantly just changing. He says recently, and I think this was used to tape some segments for the X special. I don't know what that note is because he should have taken that out. My apologies. Meltzer, obviously, as you know, Bob, he's kind of all over the place when he writes.
Well, yeah, there's been numerous times where his opinion on something will, let's say, start off positive, and then by the end, he's trashing it.
Yeah, and he's just kind of like all over. Like, it's hard to, sometimes I feel like I'm talking in jumbles, and then I reread it, and I'm like, wait, no, I read that right.
Yeah.
So apparently, they were thinking about using Jerry Lawler's girlfriend for interviews, so they didn't have to fly in Goldilocks from Los Angeles.
Huh.
So
interesting.
That's weird. I think, or unless I'm misreading this, that they did use her, and that regardless, it's being considered to not fly Goldilocks in from Los Angeles, which obviously we have discussed is not a good move because Goldilocks brings a lot to the backstage segments and stuff that she's involved in.
Well, yeah, but if you're trying to cut back, on your cost. I mean, bringing somebody from California to Nashville.
No, that's true. That's true.
Probably a considerable expense that you can.
No, that's true. I guess. I don't know. I guess they do weirder things for. It depends on the talent, I guess, too. You know what I mean? That's what sure. Who knows?
I think. I mean, for me at this point, I would rather have, and I don't know, maybe if a lot of people will agree with this, but I would rather have Goldilocks than like Shamrock and Scott Hall, because with those two guys, let's say we're getting 20,000 buys of a pay-per-view. That's our max with our two of our biggest, and I use that in quotes, biggest stars.
Mm-hmm.
Are we really going to dip below that if we replace them with someone else?
Yeah.
Is it substantial enough? Because, I mean, you're losing money regardless. So I'd rather lose as little money as I possibly could, and that might help. So. Yeah.
Well, speaking of Scott Hall, they obviously didn't use him again either. There's no exciting note about him, just pointing out the fact that they're just not using him because they can't pay for him right now. And, you know, he points out, obviously, it costs far less to do tape pay-per-view shows rather than live shows, but the tape shows on pay-per-view usually don't do any business, and 2 in a row, followed by a week off, kills momentum if there was any. He says, to me, if there was any confidence about the future, this was a bad time to make that call. Wrestlers were told that the company would start getting some pay-per-view revenue in mid-September, and at that point, changes may be made for the better. But the cutbacks to this degree at this point shows the company doesn't have much confidence that they're doing any kind of decent numbers. Besides, the money will likely not start coming in to any significant degree for some time. So we might get some money. I guarantee you that they're just telling people that, to be honest with you. But who knows?
Yeah. I'm not really sure how much you can change because, you know, if you're losing $150,000 and then let's say that your pay-per-view stuff is, you're getting a cut out of it, obviously. So let's say you get $45,000 from it. Yeah, I don't know what you can positively make out of that because you've still lost over $100,000. So I don't really know what you can do there.
Yeah, no, I agree. So as mentioned previously, obviously we have this big change on the 821 taping. Wrestlers didn't know that they were being taped, blah, blah, blah. It was also a total change in philosophy by Jarrett. I'm assuming Jerry Jarrett, which we're told is now the plan going forward. There's very little backstage. The interviews all had a storyline purpose as opposed to bad attempts at comedy and cuteness. So a big change in that sense too, you know. It's also mentioned that the Russo influence wasn't gone completely, but it was cut back, and both shows were largely based on matches in the ring, which is a 180 on Russo's philosophy on what wrestling is. So the bloom is obviously off the rose in that relationship after how poorly received the 814 show was with all the dup garbage. Oh, Meltzer's words, there was a lot on that show. Yeah. One of the many problems with Russo, with everyone feuding, is the lack of definable faces and heels, which makes turns meaningless, and there is less fan emotion in the matches. With the good X division action, cheap production, and lack of mainstream power, this comes across as a weekly, high-level indie show. Which, I don't think you would really argue it, because it does.
Well, I 100% agree with that assessment. And the statement about not really knowing who your baby faces and heels are. I mean, you've said, like, oh, I think Jarrett's a baby face in here in this situation. I'm like, he's definitely the heel. It's like, we don't know.
We're even mixed on it. Yeah, it's
we're
crazy.
Not quite sure who, or like with AJ Styles and Jerry Lynn, like you're saying at one point, you're like, well, Styles is the babyface. I'm like, no, he's not. He's Jerry Lynn's the babyface. I don't know if that's what they're going for. Like maybe
it's tough.
They want the crowd to be split every time. Like, I don't know. I think you need to have that defined. Like, this is a heel, this is a babyface, and there's no question about it.
Yeah, as well. Even Jerry Lynn and AJ Styles, we've talked, you know, ad nauseum about like, okay, they're doing this now. Now they're back together. Now they hate each other again. Now they're fighting. It's just like, who knows? Who knows what's going on?
It changes
too much. They got good matches, so whatever.
Sure.
So, as mentioned previously, so Bullet Bob Armstrong, obviously he was previously a wrestler. They're bringing out this guy in a mask who's supposed to be the Bullet. So it's interesting because Meltzer notes that Bob as the Bullet is hardly something that most fans in Nashville would even know, as it was mainly a Smoky Mountain Wrestling, Georgia kind of thing. So TV was national, but we're talking 18 years ago, he says, and Alabama, where Bob's fame endured the longest. And I don't think Bob ever came to Nashville with the mask. This was one of those angles that they assume every fan has been around forever, and maybe with their audience, it was okay since nobody knows how many or how few it is, and how it's compared of other than this didn't register to the live Nashville crowd. It was more sad than anything. But they're doing this long-term storyline. I guess they didn't live through the Black Scorpion days in WCW. I think that I just thought this was a super interesting point because I'll be honest with you, I didn't know he wore a mask and like that was a real thing. I had no clue.
I did, but like he said, it's only because I watched Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
So yeah, I mean that's a great example right there.
Yeah, like if I had not watched Smoky Mountain at any point, I would have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, that's super interesting to me. Well, let's get into some, and I think there's a little bit more later on once Alvarez kind of talks, but some Jeremy Borash, the Rash Report.
Yeah, buddy, my favorite.
His favorite segment. Maybe they'll change the name eventually.
Well, here's the thing: like, I don't hate it. I really don't. The name's funny. I don't hate the segment that he does
I know.
that. I just think it's funny. Like a lot of the information he gives us turns out to like not even be accurate about his own company. Like Siaki and Jimmy Yang is a 1-fall match, and then it's not. It's a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Yeah, well, that was bad. Yeah. Who knows though? See, if that show was that crazy, who knows what it turned into? You know?
Right.
He does mention that the Backseat Boys were going to be brought back, possibly in a tag team in the tag team tournament gauntlet.
Well, I like Trent Acid and Johnny Cashmere.
So they might be back.
Have you ever seen their matches?
The names, I feel like yes, I feel like I did, but I can't say for certain.
Okay.
The name is very familiar though. Mortimer Plumtree is apparently moving from Minneapolis to Nashville and will work in the office, which means since he's local, he's going to be probably a fixture of the show. I give it
3 weeks and he's fired.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because that's what happens. Like they have people move. And I'm not just saying just TNA. Like any wrestling company. Like, hey man, move to our headquarters. And they're like, all right, they'll uproot their family, and within a month they're fired.
Well, it's funny that you say that, and I guess I'll skip ahead here a little. And Alvarez mentions pretty much that. He says he hopes he rented an apartment and didn't buy a house, just a thought of something. I'll bet some of you read the line I just wrote and say, God, Brian is such a dick, always so negative about things about TNA and expecting this group to die at any time, which he is. But, and he says, well, guess what? I do expect this group to die at any time, and I am not trying to be a dick. If you really look at the situation, it's not good. They're and then he kind of goes into how they're taping the shows the next few weeks. They're flying nobody in. People are getting pay cuts. The mood is bleak. And he says, is he supposed to lie, saying, hey, despite all this terrible negative news, TNA will be around forever. They're going to be a huge success. So he says he doesn't think that TNA is long for this world, and therefore I'm not being a smart ass when I say I hope that Mortimer Plumtree rented an apartment in the area and did not buy a house. So
I think that's a fair statement. I don't think he's being a dick at all.
I'll give him that one, but in general he's a dick. But anyway.
Well, he's still waiting, 18 years now for TNA to close its doors.
Well, yeah, and one day he's going to write it and be like, see, I told you guys.
I told you any day now. It took 35 years, but it happened.
Yeah. They're also apparently trying to get Dick Togo and Ikoto Hidaka during the weeks that they can come to the U.S., which probably means on the September 25th show. So getting some Japanese talent.
Wow.
Yeah. So we got some news on Shane Douglas. Actually, I think this is really interesting. And actually, this is going to answer some questions that we've been wondering, Bob.
Okay, cool.
So Shane Douglas says the heat with Francine came from Francine refusing to testify for him in a civil suit. He said that he will work to make sure that wherever he works, she won't work. He said Francine being in at first had a small role in him not coming in, but the larger reason is he's happy booking XPW. So apparently she wouldn't testify for him in something.
In a civil suit. Interesting.
Isn't that interesting? I actually didn't.
I don't know if that applies still today, because I believe they're both associated with the Russo brand.
Yes, they are.
Or the Russo Network, whichever one you want to call it. So
I don't know. I don't know if they're all friends over there though. But needless to say,
I don't know either. So we still have questions. Are they friends today? Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But needless to say, I thought it was fun to find something out. Like,
well, hang on a minute. Was she part of?
Oh, we discussed this.
The hardcore homecoming stuff.
I don't know.
Let me see. Because if she was, I mean, Shane Douglas put that stuff together. I would imagine that.
Well, you know what they say in wrestling too, though, is if it can make money.
That's true.
But that is a good point.
I'm not seeing anything.
Well,
these are only for matches. It doesn't really tell me. Maybe if I actually type in hardcore homecoming, that would show if she was like in his corner or something.
Yeah, I do have that on DVD.
I think I still do. I don't know. The first one, at least.
Yes, I only.
Yeah, okay. So she was with Shane Douglas at the hardcore homecoming on June 10th, 2005.
Oh, look at that. Well, they must have made up.
I would imagine if that transpired then. So that's good. That's a relief.
Good.
And then she was also there for the November 5th show.
Nice.
In the ECW arena.
That's good. Cool. Well, that's good to know. I'm glad we know they're friends again. Hopefully,
I can sleep at night now. No.
Yeah, for sure. I love friends.
Nancy and Shane Douglas are apparently on good terms as of 2005.
Yeah, at least it's only been 15 years. Okay, so it said that they've been sponsoring segments on the Bob and Tom syndicated morning radio show. For the past 7 weeks, they've run the same ad copy plugging the same outdated lineup. Last week, sportscaster Chick McGee started mocking the fact that during a paid commercial segment that they've been plugging the same outdated lineup for 6 weeks straight, and that the organization must not care, because if they did, they'd get them new copy. This week, one of the listeners, not the promotion, wrote them a new lineup, and they read it.
Are you kidding? Fan wrote that? So the fan could have made up anything.
Yeah, and they just sent it in, and they read it.
Oh, my God. I wish I knew what the fan wrote.
I know, me too.
Hulk Hogan against Andre the Giant tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds.
Yeah, could you imagine? So we got someone who's coming in, I believe, on this show. His name is Cobain. He's going to be teaming with Flash and managed by James Mitchell. He's a former OVW star and WWE developmental talent. Flash is also, or is he also Flash? No, Chris.
His name
Kindred.
His name is Flash Flanagan.
Okay, cool. And it says that he should be a positive addition. So looking forward to that. Well,
it's interesting you mentioned him, because I was listening to one of Cornette's podcasts. I can't remember if it was recent or older ones, because I usually just pick an episode and listen to it. But he was saying that Flash was he could do like really flashy moves, hence the name Flash, but he didn't really have character or substance. So maybe he'll just be another guy that can do flips off the ropes and stuff like that, which for the new church could be a good addition. You have Malice as your big guy, Slash is kind of your basic brawler dude. Crowbar can do some good stuff too. But Flanagan is maybe your high flyer, could be fun.
I'm curious though, speaking of Crowbar, because we haven't even seen him. Is he gone? Is he going to be back? I think he does come back. I don't know for sure.
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Weird pick to just take off, I guess, but whatever. Especially when you need tag teams. Speaking of tag teams, well, sort of. Don Harris, not Don West. As we remember, it was 2 weeks ago now, he decided to wear a very bad T-shirt with the Nazi-related SS thing. So apparently after that, he was nowhere to be seen after that incident. But was kind of mentioned in commentary as being Ron's twin brother. And they really just used Brian Lee essentially as a replacement with Ron Harris as a Harris twins tag team. And they even did, obviously, as you noted, Bob, last week, the H-bomb, like their like tag move. So interesting note. I decided to throw this note in because since he was on the show, why not? And it's talking about some SmackDown tapings that they did, and as we noted, Bob, next to April Hunter was our good friend Slick Wagner Brown.
That's right.
And since he appeared on TNA, I'm going to point out he had a dark match, losing to Awesome on SmackDown. So
he lost to Mike Awesome?
It just says Awesome, but I'm assuming it's Mike Awesome.
Oh.
So, it just they mentioned that he appeared on the TNA pay-per-view. So I thought that was fun. Oh, okay. So why not bring it up? Yeah. So we talked about X-Pac a little bit already. Apparently, he was officially released this past week. He doesn't have a non-complete clause and would be able to start with TNA on September 18th if they wanted to pay him. But obviously, we know TNA's making all those cutbacks. Then again, he wasn't. He knew he wasn't being brought back, so he might kind of take anything he can get. So, who knows? We're probably going to see Sean Waltman pop up sooner rather than later, if I had to take a guess.
For at least one show.
I would, right?
At the very least, yeah. I'm kind of hoping that we get Shane Douglas too, sooner rather than later. Although he's like he enjoys booking XPW, which blows my mind.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, I knew he booked it, but I didn't know he was actually enjoying it. Like some of the matches that were put together there were a bit head scratching, but
well,
it doesn't seem like it would be his style either. Like Shane Douglas doesn't seem like a death match type of booker, but
I don't think so either. But teach their own. I guess maybe that's how he is at heart. Who knows? So we got some notes from the Ross Report, which is, I believe, JR's show.
That is correct. Yeah.
And he does make a mention to the fact that Tony Schiavone he came to one of the early TNA events. He's looking to get back into the business. He says Ross wrote it all positive, but the Ross Schiavone feud in the business goes back to the 80s, is legendary. And I bring this point up because I didn't know that he was at one of the early shows until he mentioned it on his own podcast. What Happens When Tony says, like, yeah, I was backstage at like the first show or whatever show it was.
Yeah.
And so Huntsville. Yes, it was one of the Huntsville ones.
Well, there's only one Huntsville.
No, there's two.
Wasn't it taped the same day?
Ah, shoot, you're right. Yeah, it was taped. See, okay, that's the other taped one.
Yeah.
I forgot it was taped.
Yeah.
And so we're going to move into Alvarez here now, but he also has some notes on the Ross Report, and his are actually about the fact that they just casually brought up about Sean Waltman being fired and that they've mutually parted ways. He says, he's got nothing against him. He's one of his all-time favorite performers. And that he says he's pretty sure that Russo's plan was to use X-Pac as the mystery man last week on the TNA show, but since X-Pac hadn't been released, they forced them to use the masked bullet. He says he suspects that X-Pac has had a 90-day no compete, which means by the time he'd be able to go to TNA, there might be no TNA to go to. So chances are he'll be heading back to Japan where he did a lot of his work. But so another thing of like, hey, we wanted X-Pac to be the mystery partner like a couple weeks ago, and now Jarrett's partner replace him. And then this week it's like, we're going to put him under the mask or use him as like the surprise. But then they didn't.
I was going to say, because it was definitely not. Yeah, it was definitely not him.
Yeah. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the show, we got some bad news here, Bob. Ron Killing suffered a head injury after taking a bump on his head on the outside of the ring in the match with Monty Brown. He still can't believe that he finished the match. He was bad enough that they didn't want to have him work his scheduled match with Brian Lawler on the tape show filmed later that night, but he won't be missing any other action besides that. So, and I believe it does eventually get noted that he had a concussion and was very shaky and like dizzy backstage.
What was the spot that he got hurt?
I believe it was the I did take a note of it. I think it was when the belly to belly suplex on the floor. He landed on his head. I didn't even notice when it happened, but I do remember the spot. And so yeah, apparently he just almost casually died. Like no big deal.
Yeah,
on the show,
Yeah.
So now
just a casual bump.
Yeah, no big deal. I don't have too much more here, but I do want to go. We're gonna read through this other section of the Jeremy Borash's Rash report, Meltzer doesn't really talk much usually about it, but he did mention those stuff we already discussed. But Alvarez gives more of a detailed explanation, and it kind of goes into detail about like Ron Killing's injury and some people who might be coming back. So let's just get right into it here. Borash praised AJ Styles and Jerry Lynn for their match Wednesday night. He said that the three-way ladder match with Styles, Lynn, and Key, taped after the pay-per-view, of course, was another match of the year candidate. So he's hyping up this match already. Obviously, it's already filmed. So, and Alvarez says, actually, I have heard really rave reviews of that match from people not affiliated with the company. So that's positive. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Obviously, as I mentioned, Ron Killings has suffered, a concussion from his match with Monty Brown. He was still dizzy that evening, but wouldn't miss any future appearances, even though he's going to miss that show because they didn't want him at the taping. We already talked about the Backseat Boys coming back, or expected back. Jeremy Borash praised Mike Tenay and Don West, saying Don was gaining quite a cult following. And he puts in quotes, "Read into that what you will," he wrote. And then, quote, also, old school may be coming back. And Alvarez guesses that possibly that could be Steve Corino.
I'm all in favor of Steve Corino returning.
Why not? I think that'd be fun. Boris says that the story behind the man in the bullet mask will take some interesting turns. Well, that's fun. He said they were looking at possibly bringing in Ikuda Hidaka, I believe we talked about it, and Dick Togo for some X Division matches. So now we know what they're specifically looking for them for. They'll be in the country for Ring of Honor tag tourney in September, so it probably wouldn't be too expensive to fly them in from Philadelphia for the show. As we talked about already, Flash, who was cut from WWE Developmental, will be debuting soon as Cobain, the newest member of the New Church. He says he sort of looks like Cobain, not as much as Jeff Hardy, though. So I don't know what that comment means, but a few other.
He's trying to say he looks like Kurt Cobain.
Oh yeah, well the Jeff Hardy part kind of threw me. Is like a weird comment in there, but.
Well, I guess maybe Jeff Hardy kind of looks like Kurt Cobain too.
I guess. I mean, if that's how you want to look at Jeff Hardy, fine. I only got two more quick notes here. I'm going to throw it over to you, Bob. These are just some interesting indie notes that relate to TNA. I'm not stepping on your toes. These are not matches, so don't worry. The American One Network, which for over a decade had aired TV from such groups as the USWA, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, MCW, NWA Worldwide, NWA Wildside, NWA-TNA, and USA Championship Wrestling, has announced that as of August 31st, they were canceling all wrestling programming.
What?
That's a pretty big deal because I believe they were using this for a lot of the syndication stuff with Wildside.
Right. So
that's a bummer. And finally, it's noted that Jake from Tough Enough never showed up for work at the UPW show last week. But he also claimed during a radio interview that Jeremy Borash had approached him about joining NWA-TNA, but he said he turned it down, saying he was way too green. He just didn't want to do it.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Is Jake the one with the mohawk?
Dude, I'll be honest with you, I have no clue.
I think it is.
The Tough Enough guys, like, I feel like they all blend together for me.
Let me look. Because I remember that year, it was. I can't remember. Yeah, because Jake was like the male favorite, and that was the year they did Jackie, Gata, and Linda Miles, I think, winning it. Because it was usually a male and a female, and that was the year they swerved them and did two females. So they were like, and the other winner is Jackie Gata, but he thought it was him, so he tried to stand up, and he was pissed. You could tell.
Oh yeah. This
it is definitely him. I looked him up.
I just looked him up too. He looks like a tool.
Yeah. His name is Jake Sokoloff. Sokoloff.
That's so funny.
Matt Morgan was on that year too, it looks like.
Yeah, Matt Morgan, Jackie Gata, I think is right.
Yeah. I wondered if he actually ended up doing it. I don't think he did. Mr. Jake. That doesn't surprise me though that they tried to get him for something.
Well, yeah, it seems that they are keep trying to grab some Tough Enough guys, which I guess if they got some notoriety from being on this reality show, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world to do.
Sure.
But cool. Well, that's all I have, Bob. I got nothing else. So it's a lot quicker than last week, which is nice.
Yeah, thank God.
You're
Not
telling
because
me.
not because I hate it. It's just because like there was a lot of stuff that we had to get caught up on.
Oh yeah.
But so this time around, before I get into the indie news, indie matches, I wanted to kind of go through the PWI 500, which was is a grading magazine that the obviously Pro Wrestling Illustrated does. They rank their superstars from 1 to 500. It's kind of become, I mean, through the years, it's kind of like I don't want to say a big deal, but it's like a feather in your cap if you're ranked number 1. And so for 2002, the grading period was from August 2001 through August 2002. So this would, in fact, kind of apply to TNA talents or people who've been through TNA. In case you're wondering, Rob Van Dam was number 1 for this year. I highly disagree with it. I think it should have been Kurt Angle, who was number 6, but I digress. Both of them would end up being in TNA.
That's a good point. And now, don't worry, everyone. As Bob is talking, we are not going through all 500.
No.
Before anyone gets scared and decides to fast forward.
No. Absolutely. But here's one, Dallas. Where do you think the first TNA guy, and when I say TNA guy, I mean like a regular person that would appear. Where do you think the first TNA guy shows up on the PWI 500 in 2002?
I feel like I'm going to look like an idiot no matter what I say. So I'm going to say before 20. There's going to be at least one. Okay,
so you would be incorrect.
Shit.
The first one to appear is at number 24. You want to take a guess on who it is?
I'm gonna, just from what we've seen and what we've kind of like discussed, I'm gonna say there's a chance it could be like Loki or AJ Styles, one of them.
It's neither one. It's gonna be Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I feel like that's just like, hey, this guy's a former WCW guy. He's a name, so we'll kind of put him up there a little bit.
And I guess he's helped start the company, and that's kind of like a deal. But
yeah, I mean, that probably helps. The next one here for a TNA guy might surprise you. He comes in at number 45. I want to take a guess.
Oh, it's gonna surprise me. Let's say. Oh man. I'm gonna guess 2 again. Ron Killings or Brian Lawler.
Okay, you're wrong on both of those. It's going to be the old man, Jerry Lynn.
Stop calling him that. We like him.
I do like him. I'm just saying what Alvarez and fucking Meltzer are considering them. Scott Hall comes in at 59.
Okay.
Former NWA champion Ken Shamrock comes in at 65. You want to take a guess on where AJ Styles shows up on this?
Not where he should, probably. He's got to be in the first 100. He's got to.
All right, but where do you think he's at?
In the 80s.
Excuse me. He's at 70.
Okay.
Devon Storm or Tempest is at 72. So apparently AJ Styles is only 2 points ahead of Devon Storm. I don't know if I would agree with that, but that's okay. Low Key's at 76.
That's not right.
He probably should be up a little bit. Further on the list here. American Dragon, who you mentioned may be coming in, he's ranked at 89.
Okay. I hope he does come in for a one-off.
At least for one, I would hope. Steve Carino's at 104. Brian Christopher is 105.
Okay.
I thought maybe Christopher would be a little bit higher, but I guess he didn't really accomplish much in
the
way.
I was thinking that too, though, but yeah, he doesn't really do much.
Yeah. And it looks like really from there, Sabu, I guess, is at 133. He was there for...
He counts, yeah.
Yeah, he was there for a couple of shows. Blue Meanie, who hit a DDT on on Francine.
Right. Yeah.
He's in at 143, so... and it's actually noted in his description that he recently debuted and he hit Francine with a DDT.
Look at that.
But he didn't do anything aside from that, ever. I think he maybe showed up at Hardcore Justice one year, but that was about it. Shane Douglas was 149.
Okay.
Shark Boy's 155.
Wow.
Apollo's 160, and then Malice is 161.
Wow.
So that should be a feud, a continuation there. But you're not better than me. I'm at least 160.
Yeah. Why not? Bring in the mags into the feud.
Right. The gentleman that you just mentioned, Flash, was at 162. Buff Bagwell, who quit, is at 163. Simon Diamond's at 182. Mike Shane and Todd Shane were at 186 and 187, respectively. You want to take a guess on where Ron Killings shows up on this?
Well, I'm going to say he's solid number 200.
He is 194.
Oh, that's pretty close.
Yeah, but you know what? I would think he'd be a little bit further up there. He won the NWA Championship, for goodness sakes.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree with that. But I'm wondering if, who knows? I mean, it obviously says August to August or whatever, but like,
yeah,
that's on the edge of that, really. So we're cutting it close.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. I'm kind of curious to see maybe if he goes further up.
Next year.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we'll get there in about 55 episodes. Red was at 217. He's been a mainstay so far, at least for the last couple of weeks. David Young, 220.
Haven't seen him in a while.
No, he lost to one guy and then...
Well, remember, he's got his girlfriend. It's all about his girlfriend. That's another thing we didn't know.
Which was dropped, yeah. I'm assuming was dropped. I'm
assuming, yeah.
Joel and Jose. Joel was at 251 and Jose was at 253. I don't know how they're not.
Wait, what? How did they skip a number?
I don't know. Jimmy Rave was at 252.
I was just gonna ask who's in the middle of them.
Yeah, Jimmy Rave was.
He had a dark match, didn't he? That counts.
I guess we haven't seen him.
No, that's true. We don't have to go into that too much, but
no, I guess we don't. I don't really know if there's much other people. I mean, there's a lot of guys on here that for 2002, like I'm actually kind of impressed that PWI would have even mentioned them. Do you want to take a guess on where CM Punk lands on this? 2002.
In 2002, I don't even know what he did in 2002. To be honest with you,
he wrestled mostly in Indiana for IWA Mid-South.
IWA, okay. 323.
Close. 305.
Oh, I was gonna guess like 300. So I didn't want to keep guessing the same. Like, okay,
the same like last couple
even number. Yeah.
Trevor Rhodes, who we mentioned just went to Japan, was at 320.
Wow.
Trent Acid, who was part of the Backseat Boys, which I guess we'll be seeing soon, was at 336. There's some interesting pictures of these people.
I bet there is.
Like, pretty cringy type of stuff here. I don't think there's any other people of note. I did see, when I was looking through this, I did see Spodup. And he was like surprisingly further in this. I thought he would have been.
Yeah, that is surprising to me.
Kind of thrown in there. I don't know. His name. He had a different name. It was like Otto or something. Otto something. I really don't know why I'm attempting so hard to find where this guy is, but maybe it's just in my brain, so I need to figure it out. Here we go. He was Otto. He's in here as Otto Schwanz, which I don't know. He was at 274.
274.
Yeah, so that's a bit of the. That's all I'm going to do there for the TNA guys. I figured I'd note a good amount of them. I don't think Slick was in this one. I could be wrong. Let me see here. I think he was just known as Slick, because he's either usually Slick or Wagner Brown. And if he's not in here as Slick, that is rather surprising, and it doesn't look like, according to the alphabetical order, that he is. So, interesting.
Oh my God, Bob.
What?
Oh no.
What happened?
I just looked something up and I didn't know. I was wondering about this.
What?
So on August 14th, the episode that we saw
Yeah.
was Bo's last appearance.
You serious?
Dude.
So does that mean that's the end of the dubs?
Whoa. This is kind of crazy. It might be.
Maybe the reboot in September truly is like a reboot.
Whoa, dude.
Like, they change a bunch of shit over.
I was sort of wondering about this, and like I just happened to look up the name that you said he just wrestled under. I was like, let me look, which I think I did find previously because I was trying to find him on Twitter, but I don't think it exists. But I thought we had him for at least through the end of the year, if not even a little dip into
2003.
2003. But yeah, I think, yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure the dubs might be done.
That's I mean, I can't say I'm upset.
I don't know if I'm upset, but like I'm a little like, it's kind of disappointing. It's like, damn. Well, okay, so the Dub Cup's definitely got to be done too, right? There's no way they're going to keep going on with something if the people are there, right?
Right, that's got to be done. And I said that. Remember when I said that TO1, I figured that maybe that would be the end of that. Like the end of the whole act. And it, as you just said, clearly that's the case. So. I can't believe this either. Kid Kash is not in the PWI 500 this year.
Oh, that's weird.
I'm looking through.
Come on.
Yeah, Kid Kash not listed. Interesting. He must not have wrestled enough. That's really bizarre, though.
Interesting.
That is very interesting.
Because you said where you just left off, that's like the TNA guys, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. All the guys that I went through were mostly TNA guys or close to it, at least.
Well,
maybe interesting names as well. But
if I had to guess, next year it's going to be a lot heavier. And I think we're going to see more. And more higher up on the list throughout the year. So I think I'm excited to see that. I think this was fun to talk about.
Do you think that next year in the PWI 500 that a TNA guy will be in the top 10?
I think there's definitely a chance. And there's...
I think it would be AJ.
I was just going to say, I think it's going to be AJ Styles.
Yeah. That would be my guess.
Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. All right. Let me get into the indie notes here before we get into our regular scheduled programming. Speaking of Kid Kash, he lost to Xavier in a match for the USA Pro Extreme title on August 19th, 2002. I'm mentioning that because I believe he's on this program. Amazing Red defeated Quiet Storm on the August 24th Ring of Honor Invades Boston show. The Backseat Boys, just another backstory here because I believe they may appear. They are regulars for Combat Zone Wrestling in Philadelphia and like Delaware and stuff like that. They are a high-profile independent tag team success all over the Northeast. So should be interesting to see if they can really get anything going in TNA. April Hunter, who we saw in the crowd with Slick, is tag team partners with Slick Wagner Brown.
What?
And yeah, they actively team together. They are also in a relationship together.
What?
And they would be for several years. She regularly competes on the East Coast, mainly for like New England Championship Wrestling, Jersey All Pro, and ECWA. ECWA declining Dallas's offer to be their graphic designer and decided to go with someone else who is not good at Photoshop. But that's a different story for another. The SATs, Joel and Jose, they teamed up with Chris Devine to defeat Special K on the Ring of Honor Invades Boston show on August 24th. And lastly, Low Key defeated Chris Devine on the same Ring of Honor Invades Boston show on August 24th, and he retained the Ring of Honor World Championship by defeating AJ Styles on August 24th, 2002 at Honor Invades Boston. So that is all there is for the TNA Indie Notes. All right, Dale. So now we got that out of the way. Let's get into the August 28th, 2002 weekly pay-per-view number 11 for NWA-TNA. There will be a ladder match There'll be masks. Who knows what else will be on the show because we don't know. We know that Ron Killings won't be on.
Yeah.
Because he has a concussion. So I will count down from 5. And then at that point, we will hit play. So remember, get on Impact Plus. Hopefully nothing else is edited off. Like Mr. Don Harris. Or maybe pop in your DVD that you got off of crazymax.org. I'm not going to admit to getting anything off there myself. But I did. But I will go down from 5, and we'll get this show on the road. Ready? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay, so got that fun intro. Same numbers as last week, of course, Bob. Got 650 in the crowd. Doesn't say anywhere papered, but I guarantee you somewhere.
Yeah, I would imagine they are. I don't think TNA has ever had a fully non-papered crowd ever.
I'd be surprised if a lot of places didn't, to be honest.
Well, I'm sure WWE has too.
Oh, yeah.
I know they have. Yeah.
Well, look at this camera angle. It's wicked zoomed in. Haven't heard back from TNA Chad at hotmail.com yet, but...
Did you really email him?
Oh,
I thought that was Shane Douglas for a second.
Dude, I was about to say, holy shit, is Shane Douglas here? Okay, so Brian Lawler's coming into the arena earlier today. Goldilocks interviewing him, and Jarrett attacks him. He's just throwing him against the door. I guarantee this is the same door, the only little backstage area we ever see.
I wonder when they would have recorded this because it's still light out. And if you're taping 4.5 hours of stuff, if you're taping it after the show, it's definitely not.
No,
so
I think
pre-planned this a little bit.
Yeah, that was definitely in the beginning. And here we go, going right to the ring. Looks like we got Kid Kash. Oh, we put a money sign in his name now.
Wow, look at that.
Big bucks, Kid Kash.
That's some good. That's an extra expense for that extra line through it.
I know. He's taken matters into his own hands. Oh, he's talking about Jeff Jarrett. I thought he was talking about Kid Kash. I was like, why is Kid Kash putting in his own hands?
Kid Kash has no storyline going on right now, so
no.
And he is taking on the Amazing Red.
Okay.
It's not a bad start for a tape show.
I like that TNA was like talking and Don was trying to talk and he's like, get your thought in, Don.
Stop trying to cut me off and just get it in there, Don.
Because Don West keeps like trying to yell, but like TNA keeps cutting off. So he's like, he's trying to do it.
It is well known that Amazing Red is in fact Don West's favorite wrestler.
Yeah, well, he's got all his red moves. We got the red headlock, the red arm bar.
Right. Now, what's funny is like, in I think 7 years, Don West manages Amazing Red.
Does he really? I don't know if I knew that or not.
Yeah.
Maybe I just forgot. I don't know.
Well, it is very short-lived.
Okay, well.
But he did do it. And I only know that because I looked up on Wikipedia.
Oh, well. Fun facts.
Yeah, well, there's a stretcher here when Don West really has a hard-on for Amazing Red. And it was like kind of like a internet joke of like, wow, Don West is just in love with Amazing Red.
That's awesome.
Monkey
look at that.
Kash lands on his feet. I feel like I can't tell if Kash has his ribs taped or is it just his underwear pulled up?
I'm going to say that's his underwear pulled up because if his ribs were taped and it's that low already, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, that's flipping over. Oh, poking the eye.
I like that look, though, of having his underwear shut like that.
Well, he's a badass, dude. It's early 2000s. Look at this.
Is that the badass look to have your underwear shut?
I don't know. I never did it. So, the stand up. The crowd's like, yeah, baby. Now, fun fact, also, Bob. So I'll just say it for our fans here. Now, everyone who listened to last week's episode, I screwed up, as you all should know. And I might have spoiled this match that I had to edit out.
Right.
That being said, Bob, the way the taping appears, this was the opening match of the night.
Really? So they taped this before the show started?
Before the live show. It appears, as of the way that the results were written out.
That's so... I don't know if I would do that. I don't know if I would mix and match, like... Because the crowd reactions could be, like, really weird. So for like this would be fine because it is if it's the start of the show. But
there's some screaming girl in the crowd too who will not shut up. She keeps on,
I heard her too. It reminds me of WrestleMania 8. She's doing it right now as I'm talking. I don't know. It's really annoying. WrestleMania 8. There's like a woman in the crowd that keeps on yelling, "Come on, Shawn! I hate you, Shawn!" Shawn Michaels, of course, was wrestling Tito Santana. She's just screaming, and by the second match, she's quiet. Likely because security was like, shut the fuck up.
That's funny.
So
we're a lot of standing around now. We did a lot of fast action, quick covers, arm drags, etc. And then we stand so the crowd can clap at us. Now we're like teasing test of strength, and Kid Kash gives him the middle finger, gives him a little tap on the face.
Yeah, trademark spot there for the crowd reaction. Now these guys have wrestled on the independents, especially recently, for USA Pro, so there is some level of chemistry.
That's fine with me.
Yeah. Red elbowing Kash off the apron to the floor after a backdrop. This is likely going to lead to a somersault dive. Holy crap, Red just smacked his face on the announcer's table.
Oh my god, that was insane.
I wasn't expecting it to be like that fast and like whiplash though.
Yeah, that was nuts. But
I was really hoping that he would break the table.
Irish whip reversal to the guardrail. And shit.
Okay. Red just got murdered with a chair. He threw the chair at him.
That's right. We got lax rules, bro.
The lax rules. There's no rules in this show.
That's fine.
TNA 2002 feels like an extension of WCW 2000.
I don't know, man. That's pretty tough. I mean, in a way,
I gotta think it does.
In a way, I will say I think I have to agree, but at the same time, WCW 2000 was just absolutely absurd. Like it was just so insane.
Kash just hit a nice top rope leaping clothesline.
Yeah, he did.
No, you're right. I mean, WCW 2000 for a 2-hour show. I think like traditionally 2-hour show, there's like 14 or 12 segments, something like that. WCW 2000, there was like 38 segments.
Dude, it was nuts.
In a 2-hour show. Like, there's no way you could understand what's going on.
That's cool. So Kid Kash had Amazing Red in like a Boston Crab, and more of an elevated one, and then he picked him up through his legs and then slammed him down.
Yeah, like a modified power bomb.
You bring him over in the corner, get a slap, get that crowd woo.
Just casually pokes him in the eye. I think I'm digging Kid Kash in the X division. I think he would fit in very well.
So do I, because he's a good worker, but then he's also like, I don't know, he's like so cocky too, that it's like a different vibe than just I can do flips and stuff.
Yeah, and I don't think he would be just limited to, well, that was a botch.
What in the world?
That was a fuck up. He was too far away on the springboard. Red tried to do a springboard, and Kash was like by the opposite side of the ropes, and Red had to stop. And that was a weird looking spinning heel kick too. But I think Kash wouldn't be restricted just to the X division. I think he could be a potential like challenger for the heavyweight title.
Why not?
At some point. Because everybody in TNA is small for the most part. He just did another leaping clothesline to counter a kip up by Red for a 2 count. I mean, sure, Apollo and Malice are big, but.
Well, yeah, no, that's a good point though too. And I think that relates to even how wrestling is more or less now in 2020, where a lot of guys aren't giants anymore. Like we're not in the land of the giants anymore.
Thank God.
I'm fine with it, man.
Yeah.
I like wrestling now more than ever. Like there's
I wouldn't say that.
No, I do.
Not like WWE at least. I can watch AEW.
AEW, Impact, Independents are insane right now.
Independents, I can do some of them, yeah.
And it was sort of the Infrared.
I thought that was the Code Red.
Code Red, Jesus. They're all red names. I forgot.
They really are.
Holy crap. No, you're right. You're right. Code Red. It was a really poorly done one.
Yeah. There was the red liner instead of the flat liner off the middle rope. That was like
That's what I mean. I'm getting the names messed up because they're all the same thing.
Yeah, the infrared is like the
Yes, it's the
top
twisty
rope
move.
twisting.
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew that. A trip to the corner. Why? Okay, we're like
They're really awkward with some of their pacing.
I'm feeling like they messed up like once and now they keep hesitating.
Yeah.
Look at that. Kid Kash jumps up to the top rope. Amazing Red's up there. Looks like this looks dangerous.
What's he doing? Kash has Red set up for a gorilla press slam off the top rope.
Holy crap. That could have been bad.
Yeah, that could have ended horribly. And about 8 fans in the front row are chanting for TNA. Dramatic cover attempt. Red somehow popped.
No! How did he do it?
You've got to be kidding me.
Now they're just slapping each other while they're laying on the ground.
Yeah, of course.
Is Mike TNA a slap fest? He says.
I'm waiting for the inside cradle finish. You know, can't put him away with the gorilla press slam, but Schoolboy will do it. Handful of trunks.
Fire kicks in the corner. Kid Kash is down, and then
Loki should come out and just.
Oh, he just ripped his butthole like X-Pac did on the turnbuckle.
No. Oh, slingshot leg drop out of the corner. Jerry Lynn's pissed for that.
I was just gonna say, how dare you do a leg drop into the ring on the ropes at all? That's Jerry Lynn's move.
That's not right. I mean, sure, Lynn does it over the middle rope, but it's still too close. The trademark stance. That's the Jerry Lynn move.
100%.
Speaking of Jerry Lynn, did you watch any of his matches that I told you to watch? No, of course not.
So I was trying to hear what Mike TNA was saying. He was talking about Braun killings. Oh, okay. So Mike TNA is saying that. Oh, okay. So we have an issue with our tape show. Mike TNA just announced Ron Killings versus Brian Lawler, but to my knowledge, that match isn't actually going to happen.
Right.
Due to the injury that obviously happens later in this taping. That's a very interesting point to bring up.
Yes, the commentary here is obviously not in post-production. They're doing it live. That was like a muscle buster.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
I got it.
We get a win.
All right. Well, that was like a little disappointing just because some of their timing was off.
Yeah. That's okay. Kid Kash picks up the win. Amazing Red, has he won a match? Oh, yeah, he won with the SATs before, actually.
Right. I don't think he's won a singles match, though.
No, he hasn't.
And I don't know if Red really needs to. I feel like he's the type of guy that he could continually lose and fans will still love him.
No, that's true. He'd be a good like chaser, like keeps chasing. Right.
He's like, I feel like he would be the TNA version of 1-2-3 Kid.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
I feel like this is not going to be a true handshake and be like, hey, we're pals.
There's no way. Kid Kash will shake his hand and then kick him below the belt. Come on.
He'll drop him on his head.
And then next week we're gonna get a Detroit street fight.
Oh my god.
Look at boom with the line.
Right. Yeah, he clotheslined him.
Kid Kash is like, oh, here come the SATs.
Oh, they're pissed.
Oh, attacking K. Okay, someone else is gonna come out and help Kash, won't they?
Are they gonna hit the Spanish fly on Kash? I don't think he takes it.
Oh, okay. He throws in the corner. Kid Kash jumping up to the top rope. SAT's trying to crotch him, and he is not doing it.
He will not take the crotch.
Look at.
Okay, they had to force it.
That was funny.
Is he really going to take the Spanish fly? I don't believe this.
Yeah,
that doesn't seem like a move that he would take. Holy shit. Oh, my God.
I feel like he was scared of that one. I don't blame him.
Yeah. Wow.
Next week, it's going to be Kid Kash and 2 mystery partners versus the SATs.
I'm going to say the SATs in red against Kid Kash, Slim J.
Shark Boy. No, we just saw that match.
Slim J and Elix Skipper.
Okay. Yeah. Whoa.
Although Lollipop.
Wait, are we sure this one's a Lollipop?
I don't know. I can't tell.
I think it is.
That's bad. I could tell who that is by their butt. That's pretty bad.
Oh.
I don't know who that is.
Oh,
that's Lollipop's mom.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the scrolling at the bottom of the screen for once. Usually,
Yeah.
I'm now distracted with our updated dancers.
Yeah. Well, Lollipop's the.
She's got a different lollipop than last week. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Goldilocks backstage with Sonny Siaki, who's back facing the camera.
Oh, he's fighting Monty Brown tonight.
Oh. He's not talking. He's saying that this match could put him in the NWA World Title picture. Sonny
He's
Siaki.
referencing himself in the third person, by the way.
Sonny Siaki will turn around when he's ready. Oh, he's ready. You want Sonny Siaki's comments? Goldie says, does he need a Q-tip?
Oh.
He says, don't get smart with Sonny Siaki, Goldilocks. Oh. He's saying if Elvis did anything right, he did the best thing he did was slap that wise ass Priscilla, and then so he's threatening to slap Goldilocks.
It's true. Sonny Siaki is bigger than Super Bowl. Sure, Monty Brown's been to 2 of them, but Sonny is bigger, and technically Monty did not win a Super Bowl. So.
That's okay. We can't all be winners.
He's still a loser. I haven't won it. I haven't gone to the Super Bowl. I haven't won either. So Monty Brown and I have something in common. We never won a Super Bowl.
Jeez.
Oh.
Oh, and Goldilocks, after getting talked down on, says Sonny Siaki has left the interview, and he walks away. And we're back to the ring.
I feel like it's going to be Sonny and Monty, judging by the music. Here he
okay,
is.
yeah. It appears that it is. So I'm just going to point out to you, Bob, from my results, they're either mix and matching when matches happened, or what I have written down is not actually how they were taped, which also could be true. If it's by the results that I have, this match would have taken place after the Iron Man match between Jerry Lynn and AJ Styles.
Really?
There's only one more match that was taped before the show. But we'll get there.
Well,
I don't know.
That's interesting to see. Like, I would imagine the crowd would be burnt out by this point.
From Buffalo, New York, the man who injured Ron the Truth Killings last week.
That's true.
Monty Brown, spelled wrong.
Still. He really enjoys doing the titty dance there.
I can't do it. How do you do that?
You just have the muscle, like in your arm.
I can't flex that
I
muscle.
can do it. It's fun.
Do you even have pecs to do that with, Bob?
No, I don't, but it's like my body fat. What?
Oh, he asked for the microphone. Monty Brown's going to start yelling. Hold up.
Oh.
Actually, this makes sense. I'll let him talk, and then, yeah. Yes. Yes, so Jeff Jarrett, you like to hit people in the head with chairs, huh? Seems like Monty Brown's going to be challenging Jarrett eventually. He's going to systematically take Jeff Jarrett apart with his bare hands when he gets his hands on him. And there's the sign.
I have a penis.
Yeah. Oh. He's chosen to kick his ass. Nice. Okay, so this is making sense, Bob. This is definitely filmed after the show because he couldn't have cut a promo about Jarrett hitting people with chairs if it didn't happen yet. Because remember, Jarrett comes out and hits Ron Killing stuff. So this makes sense.
I also want to point out that it's clear that on the hard camp side that people have emptied out. If you look right behind Monty Brown,
yes.
There's an empty gap there. You can't say that I would blame him either. Well, wait. So the only other match, no, that's not right. So I'm assuming the ladder match has to be the actually last match.
I believe it is.
Shown.
There's only one more match, like I said, that was filmed before the show, and the rest, I'm assuming, are going to be in order. So I'm curious where they're going to throw that one in here.
Yeah.
And if we notice the crowd difference.
Right.
So we will see. It was such like a match to me that I didn't care about that. I thought it was a dark match last week when I announced dark matches.
Yeah.
So what's that tell you?
Well, I think that I think it'll be very clear about the crowd because, I mean, I'm not kidding you. It looks like at least 50 people on the hard camp side have left.
I believe it. Also, I'd like to point out if Sonny Siaki apparently is fighting his team, doesn't like the Elvis thing, why is he still wearing the Elvis gimmick? Just leave the team. Like, can we just move on?
Well, maybe he's just trying to save his money.
He's definitely got tights on under that.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Stomping Monty in the ground on the outside of the ring. See you later. Irish whip into the guardrail. Shockingly, it was not reversed.
The one guy's like, whoa, he's got
I know.
a sign with a lot of words on it.
I know. I couldn't even read it. There's so many.
Yeah, there's no way.
Concessions. Hey, if someone goes and sticks their opponent's head into the cotton candy machine, you will automatically win if it gets a full rotation. 10 points. Siaki into the guardrail. Slap, 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 slap. Okay, it's not that many, but he hit a couple.
Well, you know what? As they brawl around the crowd or around ringside, looking into the crowd, it looks like there's 300 people there.
Okay, so we'll say our new number this week is 300 because half the crowd is left by this match.
It sure seems, and I feel like that, you know, when you have an Iron Man match and you've been there for, 2 hours or whatever, you're probably like, all right, we're good. I don't need to be here for an additional hour or whatever.
Well, yeah, an extra hour and a half onto a show, dude. We've been to shows even together, where it's just like, I remember one of the more recent ones we went to, and there might have been like a Royal Rumble kind of style match, and I wanted to shoot myself. It was just so long, and it was like not exciting, and it was just like, I was like falling asleep.
Yep.
And Bob almost was single that night, but here we are. Hey, we're back in the ring finally. And Monty Brown expected to get a 3 count when all he did was punch him on the outside. Good call. Siaki off the ropes. And he's going to side slam.
Dallas didn't know the move. He had to wait for TNA to say it.
Well, I was like, what's he going to call it? It's like a sidewalk slam, right? He called it a side slam. The alpha slam. See? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You got to wait for these things.
Alpha is in every single move, just like red has red in every move.
I mean, essentially, it's the same thing.
1, 2. Just after basic strikes. It seems like Monty Brown doesn't really know how to put a match together.
Yeah, he's still kind of green.
Yeah.
And mind you, both of these guys already had decently length matches, so I'm sure they're not feeling great during this match.
Well, who did Siaki fight?
Jimmy Yang.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that already.
Yeah, I know. We didn't really discuss last week's show too much in the beginning, but
Stinger splash in the corner.
Alpha splash.
Oh, excuse me.
Come on, man.
You should have let out a woo. And then beat his chest.
I wish. I love Sting. Bring him in. When's he come? Just kidding. I know. Don't tell me.
Yeah, we got a while.
Okay, he's got a double underhook. Okay, it's a suplex instead.
Overhead suplex. 1, 2. Siaki kicks out.
Lots of covers. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty basic match. Nothing really exciting.
Well, I'm thinking that if I am Monty Brown and I'm calling out
Jeff Jarrett,
I probably shouldn't be losing to Sonny Siaki.
Probably not.
Right? Like, that seems like an appropriate thing.
I mean, Monty Brown's at the point here. He just did a stalling suplex and tried to get a 3 count. He just, every move he does, he goes for a cover. Every move, cover.
Yeah, and that just seems like that's the sign of like someone that doesn't have the match like put together yet.
And that's okay.
Skill. So.
It's still early. This dude came in on his first night and said, I want to face Ken Shamrock for the title.
Right. And then he never even did it.
Oh, apparently a lot of people didn't fight Ken Shamrock because that dude was like, yeah, I'm not coming back. Or they just said, we don't want you back. Either way.
I'm curious to see how that played out.
I kind of can't believe it still, to be honest. But
yeah. So Dallas, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I had a debate with a coworker today.
Mm-hmm.
If you can watch TV on your phone, is your phone considered a TV?
I don't know. I would say no, because it's still a phone, but you can just watch stuff on it.
Right, but let's say if I didn't have a TV and I had a phone and I was watching YouTube TV on it, it's still technically a TV.
I guess at that point, your phone is your TV, but it's still a phone.
Right, but it's also a TV.
If you didn't have an actual TV, I guess.
Thank you. Okay.
But it's not a TV.
Right, but it has the capabilities of a TV, so it could be a TV.
I'll give you that, I guess.
Okay, thanks.
We have an awesome headlock right now. If you're wondering why we're not talking about the match, it's because nothing is happening.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up. I was waiting for the.
This is a good time to talk about it. Yeah. I don't know, man. With you, I feel like no matter what, I was gonna lose that argument, but.
I'll mention it on Icopod. Don't worry.
Oh God, Austin's gonna he's gonna be like, no, dude, no. Okay, Sonny Siaki getting to his feet, elbow off the rope, and gets clotheslined by Monty Brown.
Okay, this match is really weird because it's feeling as if Sonny Siaki is playing the babyface role.
Yeah, it is.
And he's not the babyface.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Dude.
This is really bizarre. Oh, DDT by Siaki. That should do it.
He's knocked out. He's pretty much done.
Nobody kicks out of a DDT.
No.
Nobody ever. Undertaker kicked out of like 4 DDTs in 1992, and then promptly everyone ever would do the same.
Putting the boots to Monty Brown. Kick. Let's go. How's it feeling? Fired up.
Come on, Sonny, just finish this off. We are 26 minutes and 33 seconds into this show. The crowd is noticeably silent.
Yeah, they're not feeling this match, and I don't really blame them. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I would be shocked if Monty Brown lost this, to be honest with you. I would be really surprised. I feel like Jimmy Yang will come out, and Sonny's going to get counted out.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. Something's got to... There's no way this match is going to end clean, I feel like.
No way.
In TNA, if a match ends clean, there's an issue.
Yeah. Just like WCW 2000.
Hey, knock it off.
There was like a drinking game on a website where it's like you have to take 3 shots if there's a clean finish in the main event of a WCW show.
Yeah, right.
That's how rarely it ever happened.
Well, that
overhead underhook suplex.
He's basically Taz. All these suplexes.
Kind of, yeah.
And what's he doing? This don't look right. Running power slam. He almost, that was almost bad.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
He's doing a move. Oh, he never does that well.
No. Alphalution, baby. Oh, and he's doing the sign.
For what? Oh, the Alpha Bomb. That's the Alpha Bomb spot? Oh, here's Jeff Jarrett.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you Jeff Jarrett some credit. This dude has so many different colors, outfits.
Oh, he just hit him right in the nuts.
That one didn't look like a gimmicked one to me.
No, it did not.
Yeah. Sonny Siaki gets a pin over Monty Brown.
Wow.
After a roll up and low blow and a roll up. And oh shit.
I'm telling you, is it Road Dogg?
No, dude. Bullet and Bullet by Armstrong. And Monty Brown standing behind Jarrett now.
Yeah, I don't know how Monty Brown's up, though. He just got his nuts destroyed.
Well, yeah, come on, dude. I'd be laying down for hours.
I would be. I'd be dead.
Monty Brown just punching him. So Bullet came out for like 2 seconds, and I feel like the crowd doesn't even care anymore because they're like, you know what?
Literally looking the other way. Monty Brown is gassed. He is.
Dude, yeah, he is.
Oh, what the hell is this? Brian Lawler's got a chain.
Oh, because he's waiting for Lawler. No wonder that was so stupid.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so he's choking him with what appears to be Ron Killing's belt.
It sure does. What the fuck, dude? We need to know what happened. What did Jeff Jarrett do?
I have a feeling we're never going to know.
That'd be so typical.
Holy shit. All right, so they're brawling. They're going nuts. These two. If this isn't a match that's going to want to make you spend $9.95 on a pay-per-view on a Wednesday night, I don't know what would. This is like the worlds colliding, baby.
Yeah.
We got two Southern boys from different companies. We got the North and the South, baby. Here we go. It's basically a civil war.
Right. What would you rather see? Rey Mysterio against Kurt Angle or Brian Lawler against Jeff Jarrett?
I don't know.
Are you serious? I feel like the obvious answer is Ray Jr. against Kurt Angle.
No, Ray Jr. versus Kurt Angle. Oh, okay. I guess I missed what you just said then.
Okay. Yeah, Rey Mysterio Jr. against Kurt Angle or Brian Lawler against Jeff Jarrett. Which one are you picking?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Lawler versus Jarrett. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to make you choke on your coke.
Yeah, thanks, of course.
Look at Mike today. I bet you in 5 seconds. Wait, we're going to go take it to the back with Goldilocks.
Goldilocks is something going on.
Uh-oh. We have a special interview with Brian Lawler with Goldilocks. We might find out the story tonight.
We've seen Brian Lawler at least 3 times on this show. Unbelievable.
As the night progresses. Oh, here we go. Slash? What in the world?
If you're on stairs?
What in the world is happening right now?
Slash is with Cobain. They're in a 4-team elimination match.
Okay, this is weird.
Revel in pain. Soak in agony.
I'm going to hold out my feelings until Cobain gets in the ring, but I'm not liking his look, to be honest with you.
He looks like a Man Mountain Rock.
Yeah. He loves what did he say? The threat of suicide or something? It's kind of weird.
Well, I mean, Kurt Cobain killed himself, so.
Well, yeah, but come on here. He's talking. Oh. He overdosed from the sweet nectar of his pain in his dreams.
Jesus Christ.
He's like a dog in heat. This is weird.
Yeah.
Game of life and death. Either way, it's fine with me. I don't like this at all.
No, I don't like it either.
And back to the ring. Someone's screaming.
That's like one of the first times that Goldilocks' microphone has worked.
What in the hell? A 4-team elimination match.
Yeah. The Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, Trent Acid and Johnny Cashmere.
Trent Acid's on the left. Cashmere's on the right.
Okay.
So here's a funny story about Trent Acid. Now,
Yeah.
he unfortunately passed away about 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But when he was in jail, I tried to send him a fan letter.
What?
Yeah. But it was sent back to me.
Oh my god, dude.
So,
wait, why was he in jail?
A drug charge, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I felt bad. I like Trent Acid. And somebody put out the address. I think maybe Cashmere did. And I was like, oh, hey, send a letter to Trent Acid. I was like, okay. We have stamps. I'll just do it. I was just like, it was just like, keep your head up, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Right, well, that's nice of you.
And
I wish it got
it never reached him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The next team here is Disciples of the New Church, Slash and Cobain, who Cobain doesn't look like he belongs to the New Church even a little bit. I'm expecting it to not last very long, to be honest with you.
It does not fit with the gimmick. I don't get it.
No. Ooh, the Hot Shots. Think Mike Tenay announces them before JB did.
He sure did. These bastards attacked Storm and Harris to screw him over.
Hell yeah. Chase Stevens.
Cassidy O'Reilly has a weird tattoo on his chest. I never really noticed that before. It's like a miniature heart.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is a heart. That's right.
You know, they can do what they want. Okay, who's our last team here? Oh, of course, Harrison, James Storm. I wish they would just call them America's Most Wanted, so I could just call them that. But whatever.
Yeah, that'd be ideal. They still don't have like the same gear on.
No.
Is Storm gonna shoot his gun?
Well, yeah, that's his gimmick.
Because
The crowd already saw it, but here we are again.
I didn't. I feel like he hasn't really lately.
No, he has been.
Oh.
He did last week. Nashville needs gun control.
Funny.
I'll be honest with you, man. I have no interest in this match.
Really?
I'm gonna hold out. I'm excited to see the backseat boys. I think you know what it really is, to be honest. I think it's Cobain killing it for me.
You know what? That doesn't surprise me.
Because I like the hot shots, I like Harrison Storm, and I'm interested in the backseat boys.
Yeah.
And then there's freaking Cobain, who looks like he just went to Thrifty Shopper before he got out.
Well, I don't understand how. I mean, obviously, his gimmick is, Kurt Cobain having committed suicide, whatever. I don't know how that fits in with the new church, the demons. I mean, I guess there's a connection to it, but
I guess, but I think it's personally a stretch. You look at Malice, who is like this evil badass, right? And then you got Tempest, who looks scary as shit, and Slash, who's looks evil too, and then Cobain.
I feel like he shouldn't be wearing jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Ooh,
we got
Riley just slapped Cash
and Cashmere.
He just great. So now they're doing the gimmick here where he just tagged an Acid. So now Cashmere and Acid have to fight each other. Obvious situation is just don't do it because it's an elimination match.
Now was Trent Acid and Cashmere a team most of their career?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're from Philadelphia, TNA saying, okay.
Yeah, they had a brief run in Ring of Honor.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
And look at now, they are literally both fighting each other. They could have tagged someone else in, but instead
they really could. I mean, I think they're just gonna do a bunch of counters and not actually hurt each other.
Yes, they are. And then crowd share because. Oh yeah, look at.
It makes no sense. This is stupid. Just tag out, dude.
What the heck? Okay, and they just drop kicked Slash together, and here comes Cobain.
Didn't even budge. I don't know. Was he tagged in?
I don't think so.
Cobain was awkward there. Here's O'Reilly.
Oh, that was
a boot to the face.
That's a bad one though.
The heart attack.
Was him over leg drop. And okay. I thought he was gonna still keep going, go for a dive.
New Church and Storm and Hairs are brawling on the floor. The dream sequence. That's right.
Dream sequence.
Acid's on the top. So is O'Reilly to moonsault. Acid does a moonsault. They take out New Church and Storm and Hairs. O'Reilly and Acid are trading right hands. I have a better moonsault. No, I do. O'Reilly's was technically better than Acid's. I'll give him that.
Whoa.
Cashmere the dive.
Got to make sure there's 7 guys to catch you. Jump into the pile. And look, here we go. There's going to be another one. Everyone line up. Chase Stevens heading to the top. And maybe. And... Oh, God. Oh, no. He was essentially going for a shooting star press, but he did not make a full rotation.
Did not. If there was only 2 people there, he would have maybe broken his neck.
Oh, yeah. TNA says, it says nothing about Falls Count anywhere on my format. Yeah, I wonder why, TNA.
My format. Do you really have to...
this match is kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
But, here we are. James Storm and, I think, was it Chase Stevens fighting on the outside.
Yep.
Stevens is now in the ring with Trent Acid, correct?
Yep. That is Acid. Cashmere is the one with, the
Yeah, shorter hair.
Yeah.
Huh.
Has to fight him off. Kick Stevens in the corner. No eliminations yet. Slash barely tagged himself in on Stevens as Acid
nice.
set out powerbomb.
And Slash got calling for the slash and burn.
Are you kidding me? Don't pin him.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me since Backseat Boys are not regulars. It's their first showing.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was about to pin Chase Stevens as well. Okay, so we're down to 3
Who
teams.
do you think the final two are? I'm going to say it's going to be Harrison Storm against the Hot Shots.
I would prefer that, but I got this weird feeling since we got the interview with Slash and Cobain that it could be them.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just thinking that maybe they would do a continuation of the fact that the Hot Shots screwed them over.
You're giving them a lot more credit to think ahead like that.
You're right. Cobain is awful.
Essentially, we had the blow off to that feud already, Bob.
No, I know. But I didn't know maybe if they would just kind of...
I would like that. No, Cobain is not good.
He's really bad. I don't remember him being bad in OVW, but this is just bad.
Well, the thing, too, is that with Harrison Storm, last week they win, just barely. Then they get attacked and laid out after the match, right?
Yeah.
Then that's pretty much how they win every match. They win in like a roll-up, like a shocking victory, and then they get their ass kicked after the match.
Yeah, there hasn't been like that, like, definitive, hey, we hit our finish and we beat you.
Yeah.
The Hot Shots working over Harris for a little while here. It's going for a double team drop kick to a kneeling Harris. That should do it.
Real.
Don was overselling a drop kick. Classic Don.
The Tennessee Cowboy, James Storm, breaks up the pin.
1, 2. Oh, O'Reilly's giving Scott Armstrong a lesson on how to count.
That's good. That's very nice of him to be able to do that.
Yeah. He doesn't have to do that.
Slap, 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 slap. Irish whip, clothesline. I'm waiting for it.
I have a question for you, Dallas. When you do a chop, do you think you need to slap your leg when you do one?
No.
Okay. Well, then I think O'Reilly just did that.
Oh, no.
So I'm not sure why you would, but
I don't agree with that at all.
I would hope not. Oh, a low blow.
Lax rules, bro.
Of course. It's always relaxed rules. O'Reilly with a Michinoku driver on Harris.
Uh-oh.
Springboard, moonsault. Oh, but Harris got his knees up. Oh, O'Reilly's like, I can't believe I had that Chinese. Bent over, holding his gut. Or maybe it has to do with Harris getting his knees up. I don't know. Clothesline turns him inside out.
And here comes Cobain.
Cobain, our favorite wrestler. He's amazing.
I'm really
Horrible
hoping
stops.
Cobain is a one-off, to be honest with you.
I 100% agree. There's no... This performance is awful. Stomping away on O'Reilly after a clothesline.
You said his name is, he's also Flash Flanagan?
Correct.
Okay. I just need to know if this is his last appearance. I really just have to know.
Oh, O'Reilly with a handspring back elbow.
Okay, well, we have at least one more. I'm not going to find out what it is. I won't look ahead.
Okay.
But it says, on Cage Match, it says he had 2 matches in TNA in 2002. I can accept that.
Okay. Hopefully one of them's a dark match.
Oh.
Storm with like the Eye of the Storm or whatever. Out of the corner.
Oh.
Pins O'Reilly. So, swinging noose, excuse me. And then now that means we're down to Slash and Cobain. So there goes my wishful thinking of the Hot Shots getting a victory.
Yeah, man, I had a feeling. And we're definitely getting a Harrison Storm with a shocking victory at the end. I guarantee it.
I think you're right.
And listen, I'm all for them being like the underdogs and stuff. I'm fine with that. But you got to get a win at some point. That like without like a roll up.
Yeah, they need to have a definitive win with their finish. Clean in the middle. And I feel like that's where Cobain comes into this. I feel like he's going to take the job. As he should. I wouldn't have Slash take the pin.
Absolutely. I'm gonna take a guess here. I'm gonna say the 4 teams that we saw in this, there's a good chance we'll see in the tag team gauntlet when we come back. And that being said, I'm gonna, without even seeing the end of this match, I really think that Harris and Storm have a really good chance of winning that.
I mean, I don't know what other options that you have. Really.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Unless it's like the SATs or something. But I don't feel like they would be tag team champions at this point.
Yeah. Cobain reminds me of like the ECW zombie. He's just like,
oh my God, yeah.
He's just there, you know?
No, but even the way he like walks and everything.
And just... looks and everything, man.
Yeah, that's good.
Holy crap.
Cobain just did a somersault dive and he pretty much just hit the ground.
Yeah.
Storm like sidestepped it. Like that was not good.
I don't blame him. I would have too.
Yeah.
Slash is throwing Cobain back into the ring. Is he looking for a count-out victory? Nope, he's throwing Storm in as well.
Well, Armstrong wasn't even counting.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and then Slash tagged himself in. Is he going to hit the Slash and burn?
Just an elbow to the face.
Yeah, that's it. Just an elbow instead.
Somebody, who's that? Oh, Brian Lee and Ron Harris are out.
No. Holy crap. Look at this dude. You got American Badass, Brian Lee.
Oh my God. Brian Lee's pissed because he's not in the match. That is hilarious that you just said American Badass, Brian Lee.
He looks like him, dude.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Yes, absolutely. Fake Undertaker now. He's the fake Undertaker biker gimmick.
Look at him.
I'm 100%.
And on our feed here, it's not the clearest thing. He really looks like him.
Yeah. Yeah, picture in picture.
Look, Ron, we already got them out before. Ron, do you want to go talk up to your racist brother?
Oh my God.
And so yeah,
this is a line.
Tanae's talking about how look at this shit. Cobain did a springboard elbow and missed was it Harris and hit Slash. But Tanae brought up the fact that Harris and Brian Lee attacked Harris and Storm after the match, which is good because I thought we were going to ignore that. Right. Yep, and don't forget, Tanae just pointed out that Brian Lee attacked a fan at ringside also. And he basically said he'll attack him too.
He doesn't care. He's a wild card. Storm just knocked Cobain on the top rope, crotched him. Super kick for Slash. Is that going to be it?
That's got to be.
2.
Oh, my God.
Cobain has gotten his footing. Looks like he's going for a tornado DDT. And no. Storm. Super kicks him off the apron. He took a flat back bump onto the ground.
Oh, good for him.
But you know what's funny is that the camera did not see it. We saw him fall, but we didn't see the landing.
I kind of like the fall right there. Like, it kind of just disappeared.
Oh, Slash with a cutter off the middle rope.
That was nice.
I should do it. 1, 2. Harris with a dramatic save.
I'm really glad that Harris and Brian Lee's microphones are barely working ringside.
Yeah.
Wait,
Ron was...
September 18th. They're going to get their shot in the TNA Gauntlet that we briefly discussed. So Harris and Brian Lee are entered into the Tag Team Gauntlet on September 18th on a return to NWA Total Nonstop Action.
Harris with the catatonic. 1, 2. He
yes.
Him clean in the middle.
Yes.
Was not expecting a pin on Slash. Oh, yeah. Here comes Ron and Brian Lee. Prime Time and Ron have to beat up Storm and Harris, of course.
Look at this. Look, what is he even doing? I hate him so much.
He's not even doing it. What's Backseat Boys? They're like little children jumping on their back.
That's pretty funny.
Or the Hot Shot's going to come out as well.
Brian Lee's like, damn it, I have to wear this bandana to cover up my big-ass forehead.
I'm balding too much.
Oh, do you hear that, Bob? To get eliminated from the Tag Team Gauntlet, it's just over the top rope.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'm no longer dreading it.
That should make it hopefully quicker. I wonder if it's going to be over the top. Oh, God.
Oh.
Well, Brian Lee just murdered Trent Acid. The press slam to the floor. Oh, okay, Cashmere. Not as bad as the landing, but the same move. I'm assuming that when they do the over the top, which they're doing right now, that gimmick, it should go I would imagine go kind of quicker.
Yeah.
And the final two I would imagine maybe be pinfall submission.
That's a good point. I bet you it is. Brian Lee and Don Harris tossing basically everyone over. I hate Battle Royal, Royal Rumble, etc. teases of let's all throw each other out of the ring the week before. I hate it.
Well, this is just basic booking 101. You have your heels toss everybody out. And like, oh, well, we're the favorites to win. And they're going to be the first team eliminated because everybody will team up and do it.
Yeah. And Brian Lee's forehead will win the match.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. We got to go to the back. Jeff Jarrett.
What's going on?
Bullet. Look at Jarrett's wearing a different outfit from last week.
Oh, my God. He's wearing a different one from today.
Well, that's the one he wore last week is what I'm saying.
Oh, it is.
Oh.
It's poor editing.
Oh, he said he's going to get everything he deserves tonight. And then Jarrett's like, lifting me, Bullet. I deserve a title shot. I deserve my tag team belt. You think
somebody
you're
just came
cute.
out of the curtain?
Oh, yeah. What? Oh, he's going to reveal to the world who the SOB is.
His ass.
He's got...
Don't shove that, man.
No, hit me again, boy.
Yeah. You threaten him, Jeff Jarrett. Bob Armstrong can't handle you.
Hey, Bob, I just realized that during my notes, I left out who the mystery man is, so I'm going to not tell anyone until we see it.
Fantastic.
Hey.
Bruce.
Bruce, Miss TNA, and member, will be fighting April Hunter, who was sitting ringside last week.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And this was the other match, Bob, that was apparently taped before the pay-per-view went on air.
Okay.
Push.
And judging by the crowd, yes, there is not a gaping emptiness right above that turnbuckle. So those people left after the Iron Man match. They're not true fans. They didn't want to see a ladder match, but they wanted to see Bruce.
Yeah, right.
Not to hate on Bruce, but come on.
Well, Bruce has a microphone. I can't wait to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, I don't know. The fans still
they're chanting very vulgar things at Bruce.
Well, that's to be expected.
No, he thanks you for supporting Miss TNA. He's got one thing to say. Oh. All the men want me, and all the women want to be like him. I don't blame him, Bruce. What?
Don't get my wife. That's funny.
So he's basically like, hey, if anyone beats Miss TNA, he said this before, you can have his crown and $5,000.
$5,000.
Uh-oh, April Hunter, some fitness girl.
I could do it.
Oh, they're chanting more very mean things at Bruce that I'm not going to repeat. Let's just say Nashville does not like Bruce.
No. They never have.
He just says thank you. Thank you for your support. And there's our favorite fan.
There's our favorite fan, yeah. The one that prevented Brian Lawler from getting a chair.
Oh, bring her out here. Let's go. I'm hoping this goes 2 minutes even.
April Hunter. Is Slick going to be with her? Let's
see. Dude, I hope so.
Is Slick going to be the manager? Oh, what? April Hunter is a playmate. I didn't know that. Well, here's April Hunter. I watched my fair share of her action for wrestling matches.
I'm actually glad we're seeing like a real like female wrestler because we had a fan, and before that it was Taylor Vaughn, who is not good.
No, she is not. April Hunter's kind of like similarly built to China.
Yeah.
Bruce is right up in her face.
And she's wicked tall.
Well, she's wearing heels. Elevated boots. Let's see. I can't tell.
No, they're boots.
No, it is regular boots.
There might be a little wedge on them, but like that's still like not
Not
bad.
a drastic amount.
Don West says she's a physical specimen. I can tell you that. Here we go.
He's putting over the talent. Here
Forearm,
we go.
slap,
She's
slap.
going right after. She better have better success than Japanese arm drag. Okay. She better have better success than the quote random fan end quote.
Knife edge chops, reversal, and a tilt-a-whirl head scissor.
Right.
Okay.
April Hunter is fired up. Spear him through the announcer's table from the apron so I can get my Chipotle ball. That'd be great. Come on. One time. Just one time.
It's not going to happen, my dude.
Oh, my God.
I'm giving you a full another year, and then you're giving me a Chipotle bowl.
No, that's ridiculous.
Okay, what? End of 2002, then.
No, I actually get the entire duration of TNA.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're still only a bowl, then.
No.
They never go through it.
I'm going to find a show where it happens.
Scoop
and
slam.
I'm not going to say a word. And I will just wait until we get to that episode, and I can be like, show me the food.
Bruce is bringing the action here. Is he going to suplex her? It seems that these matches feature suplexes and scoop slams.
Yeah, that's like the big spots.
I feel bad for Bruce though, because like he's a good worker, and like he could be doing so much more than this.
I agree with that completely. He's like stuck in a comedy act.
Yes. Throwing her head into the turnbuckle, doing some kicks in the corner now.
Where is Slick? Slick must come out afterwards. Because I feel like he definitely does something.
I hope so. We won't see any runaway models sporting the look of Miss TNA, Tanae says. Is Scott Armstrong? I feel like Scott Armstrong referees every single match.
It sure feels it, doesn't it?
And I feel like Rudy Charles and stuff just run in.
Yeah. I think Rudy does like one or two.
No, he
does.
does.
Mostly Scott. I think Scott is like the main event guy too.
The what guy?
The main event like referee.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Slipped on a springboard sunset flip, but he still gets a 2 count.
Well, at least there's actually like some action going on in this match, so
yeah,
this isn't too bad.
Yeah,
it's for what it is. Bruce slamming her down by her hair.
Come on, April Hunter.
Do we think April Hunter is going to become Miss TNA?
I'm going to say no.
I mean, chances are. And he's picked her up in powerbomb position. Boom.
And plants her.
Wow, Tanae says, I bet you that's not a position Bruce finds himself in often. And it looks like, yeah, that's a 3 count.
Wow, I was not expecting that. I thought she was going to kick out.
The big powerbomb for the win.
Come on, where's Slick?
Bruce is still Miss TNA.
Will Slick beat up a man in a dress if it comes to it?
Oh, he definitely would. It's a matter of if he's going to on this show.
Push.
I think we need to talk to Slick. He needs to be on some kind of show so I can send in questions about this.
Well, why can't he be on this show?
Why not? He technically was shown on. They didn't say his name, but they showed him.
They didn't say Slick Wagner Brown or Wagner Brown.
I don't believe. Bruce, what are you doing?
Oh,
there he is.
Hey, there's Slick. He was trying to undress April Hunter, it seems like. And then Slick comes out and punches him to the floor.
They just called him something weird. Something Wagner Brown, they called him. Silk.
Silk, I think. Silk, not Slick.
No. Unless they're saying it weird. No, dude, they're saying it wicked weird.
They're saying Silk. They're not saying Slick. They're saying Silk.
Silk. That's weird.
That was bizarre. Well, that is that's Silk Wagner Brown's only appearance. I mean, I think he does get like a tryout. I don't know if it was televised or not in like 10 years after this, but that's his only appearance.
Yeah, I believe it was in, if I'm not wrong, Bob. Yep, 2011. March 28th, 2011. The Amazing Red defeated Slick in a dark match.
No. Goldilocks is with Jimmy Yang and Jorge Estrada.
Well, Goldie.
Oh, shook up.
Oh, we're not shooken up about Sonny Siaki. Okay. Babe.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, they're saying, forget Sonny Siaki if you want. Oh my God, he's not in it. This is so great.
What is it?
Sonny Siaki just walked in. He's claiming he's the number one contender for the world title. Okay. He's not in Elvis gimmick.
Right.
Wow. Oh, if you take your vitamins and say your prayers, you'll probably prematurely lose your hair. That was definitely a shot at Hulk Hogan.
Absolutely.
And Sonny Siaki has left the building. And he's leaving. It looks like Sonny Siaki apparently has officially left the Flying Elvises.
Yeah, he said no hard feeling. What was that woman doing with her breasts?
I have no idea. Here's the Spanish announce team.
Joel and Jose. And I think they're taking on Estrada and Yang.
That would make sense. Oh, at the conclusion of this match, this is the interview where they talk to Brian Lawler. I can't wait.
Oh boy.
He
won't tell us what's going on. Guaranteed.
Yeah. Well, Bob, we've just crossed the hour mark. We are at an hour and 1 minute and 2 seconds here. We're more than halfway done with the show because we do not hit 2 hours on the show. I think it's like 157-ish.
Oh, good Lord.
Honestly, Elvis is, I'm fine with them not being a trio and just becoming a tag team. So, and here's Estrada and Yang posing up on the stage. Look at this.
I don't think that these guys are going to be around come September.
I don't know, dude. I think they last for a little bit.
I don't know. Maybe not as the Elvises.
Are you sure?
That's my prediction.
Okay.
I honestly do not remember, and I'm not going to look it up.
Okay, I won't.
Doing this
look it up
podcast, I'm not going back and looking anything up. I don't think they're around as the Flying Elvises.
Actually, Bob, speaking of, I was on my favorite website, WrestlingRecaps.com. Lots of great wrestling reviews, and
check your PayPal account. I just sent you some money for that.
Yeah, I wish. I was reading one of your reviews for the show we just did, one of them, and I was really surprised with what you said for one of the matches. I was like, he did not just say that again.
What?
I can't remember. I'm going to try to look during the beginning parts of this match because I'm sure it's going to start off slow here.
Was it bad?
You were more negative than you were when we watched it, yeah.
Oh, really? Interesting. Well, tastes change.
I know. It's crazy, though, isn't it?
Doesn't surprise me. Estrada and I think that's Joel. Yeah. Joel starting off here.
I think this is the point that kind of threw me off because you mentioned how Ed Ferrara is no longer with the company, but you said you'd much prefer Ferrara over Don West.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you say you find that companies need the typical babyface announcer like TNA and need a heel commentator, something that Ferrara would bring instead. We will get Don West, who overreacts to simple moves and agrees with TNA on virtually everything.
That's accurate.
I mean, it is, but I was surprised when you were like, yeah, I'd prefer Ed Ferrara over Don West. I was like, okay.
Well, I mean, back then there's the formula.
Oh, hold on.
Announce team, really.
Do you still like the team of Ron Harris and Brian Lee?
Did I like it on the thing?
You sure did. You said that you like them.
I do not. So 2012 Bob is a moron.
And here we go. Look at this. Around the back, throwing a stride against shitty ass Hurricanrana.
The only reason I could see myself liking them then would be because they're the only big guy tag team.
You just
So
said they work well together, so I don't know.
what the fuck? They brawl. Like they don't do anything. I mean, they teamed up too as DOA, so there's that. But.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
so they definitely have darkened the crowd.
it does look like it. Look at this.
Oh, double moonsault. Springboard moonsault to the floor.
Double acai moonsaults. Nice.
Estrada just grabbed Jose's hand to let him know he's okay. That's nice.
The crowd is just screaming for no reason.
Well, they just saw a big move. Come on, pin him. 1, 2, that's it. Oh, no. It's this dude. This is so funny that the crowd is emptied out. You can hear it like echoes.
Yeah, you can. And yeah, look at that. Look at that big empty space at the top.
So wiped out. I feel bad for Lynn, Styles, and Loki to be doing a ladder match in front of maybe half the crowd that was there.
Yeah, that is really sad, though, too, if you think about it.
Yeah. But that's a victim of having to tape stuff. I don't even know, what is crypto? Somebody just messaged me about crypto. What is that?
Crypto, like currency?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's like money. Like digital money.
Like Bitcoin?
Yes. Yep.
Jimmy Yang with his trademark dropkick in the corner. Now he's hammering away.
Bam, bam,
thinner
bam,
Jose.
bam.
I think that's Jose.
Oh, he did a little hump on his face
Is
there.
that Jose? Oh, that's Joel still. Never mind. I lied. Okay. Don, Jimmy Yang and Siaki was not one of the most incredible matches ever.
Well, he's excited, okay? So leave him alone.
Give me Ed Ferrara.
So it's very interesting if you know, as we've noted, obviously this is taped, but like all the matches is basically just the first night rearranged. Like it's all the same stuff. Very few people are like wrestling once.
Right, yeah. Springboard kick by Joel to Estrada. Now he's going to the top rope. That kick wasn't great looking, so maybe this will be better. That was not good either. Missile drop kick to like the lower back, but he was aiming for the head. So,
hey, it's okay.
Jose's only 18.
That means he's probably actually 16 or 17.
At the minimum, yeah.
Because they always like to fib the number real quick for you.
Well, yeah, it's what like you watch or listen to podcasts or shoot interviews, and these guys will be like, "Oh, I've been in the business for 20 years," and it's like, "Well, how old are you?" And they'll be like, "Oh, I'm 34." It's like, what? How the hell have you been in the company? Like, how long have you been wrestling that long?
Yeah. Double team by the SATs. What's he about to do? Back moonsault all of them? Look at that.
And assisted. Moonsault. What the fuck? Rudy Charles was like delayed, like stuck in the air with his arm because the guy wasn't covering.
That's funny.
I'm focusing more on the fact that the crowd has emptied than I am this match right now.
Like so empty that our screen looks black. Like it looks like there's seat floors and that's it.
Yeah.
Like look over there near the concession. You can see into the concession stand.
And the amount of just silence. Like that side is almost completely gone.
It's not good, man.
That's a horrible presentation. I'm surprised they didn't shift everybody over to that side.
And they probably should have.
Oh, Estrada with an elevated neck breaker.
Oh, he calls that the Love Me Tender.
What kind of fucking name is that for a neck breaker?
Elvis, baby.
Oh, I get that, but that's a weird name. Jimmy Yang stomping away. He's feeling groovy.
Oh god, that was an awful snap in there.
This man, like, it's so sloppy and like minor league feeling. Like
this is very basic and very like nothing's happening.
It's like a student's match to me.
Yeah, the best part was the double acai moonsaults on the outside, and like that was like, oh, that's cool, and then that's about it.
Another vertical suplex. What a surprise! And then the neck breaker. But how come that's not the
Because that's
whatever?
Estrada's move off the second rope or whatever.
What was it called? Love Me Groovy or whatever?
No, Love Me Tender.
Love Me Tender. Whatever. All right. No. Coming up later tonight, the triple ladder match. Today's like, no.
TNA forgot. He goes, oh my God, that's right. TNA's probably watching this match right now like, oh my God, we're almost done, guys. We got one more match.
I got the hiccups. That's ridiculous. We got the ladder match. What? Oh,
no way.
God, you gotta be. I thought that was
No
I thought that was
way.
I thought that was in September. I can't believe this.
It was ridiculous, man.
That was great. Great. Now I got the hiccups. I gotta hold my breath here for a minute.
Okay. Holy shit. Did you just
Who's
see
on
what
a bus 17 hours both ways?
I think the SATs he's talking about.
Oh my God.
I know. I didn't even know what to say because he was just saying that. It shocked me. Okay, this match has got to end, man. It's putting me to sleep.
Are they still doing that? Or are they saying that was just to get the job?
I think it was just to get the job, I'm hoping. But realistically, they're probably still doing that. Oh.
I don't know. There's no way.
The innovators of the Spanish Fly, the most innovative move he's ever seen. I'd like to know.
Spanish Fly is pretty impressive. I will give him that.
I like it. It's a cool move.
All right. So if these guys are from Brooklyn, Google.
Like an underhooked headlock, and
No way.
they're falling asleep, but so am I, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I've had a long day, and this is definitely not.
I need some caffeine.
All right, so we're gonna go Brooklyn. Just in general, Brooklyn.
We're looking up the going rates here. Let's see.
To Nashville.
Strata dived in. Let's kick out at 2.
All right, so he said 17 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you were to bike, it would take you 4 days.
Holy crap.
Okay. Which I could do that. Is there really directions to do that?
Well, yeah, there is. Why wouldn't there be?
Well, you can't go on the highway.
Well, no, you got to go on back roads and stuff.
Yeah, but it says tolls. There's no way there's back roads to go from fucking Brooklyn to Nashville.
You know, I think this is a good time to talk about it, Bob. Next week we are actually just going to watch the clip show for Next Division clip show.
No, we're not. And then so if you were to walk, it would take you 12 days.
Okay.
To get from Brooklyn to
Strata's up on the top rope here. Who's this? Joel? Oh, Jose. Jose is up on the top with him. Is he going to love me tenderly off the top rope? And nope, it looks like he's going to just... Oh, wait! Oh, that's called the All Shook Up. It's just a different neck breaker.
Yeah, of course. To get to Nashville from Brooklyn on a bus would be a day. And then lastly, I'm assuming they were taking the car to get there. It would take them 13 hours.
No, they said Greyhound bus. Who knows, man?
They took that's what it was?
TNA was talking about a bus.
Oh. Well, there's nothing less than 23 hours.
Maybe it was different back in 2002.
Well, yeah. I'm updating it now. So I guess it was quicker in 2002 and somehow it takes you longer in 2020.
That makes no sense at all, but that's okay. Release, double underhook suplex, and throw it Estrada into the corner. This has gone on way too long.
No, spear by Joel. The momentum has turned.
Throwing Yang ducks the double line, and he double drop kicks both of the SATs.
I was like 1.5 drop kicks.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Spinning heel kick. Flying leg attack. Come on, TNA. Spinning heel kick.
Yang is going nuts. He's just like taking control. Here we go. Bob, how do you feel that we still got about 45 minutes left? Actually,
I don't know. I mean, the ladder match ain't that long.
there's no way. But look at that. He essentially just hit the hip hop drop. Or it's the Tennessee something.
Jam.
Tennessee Jam.
My leg just cramped so bad. That was fun.
Oh, look at that. That was fun. Goes for the cover breakout. Hits him with a move, goes for the cover breakout.
Doing it again. Fuck, man. These shows are killing me, Dallas, literally.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm not drinking water. If you're a doctor or nurse out there listening, if you want to give me advice on how to keep my legs from cramping while I'm sitting down, that'd be great.
Oh, Bob
And I
can
have the
ask for
hiccups.
advice, but I ask for a t-shirt, and it's the end of the world.
I'm trying to improve my life. You're trying
Right.
to spend money on shirts you don't need.
Well, that's true. That's why I don't have them yet. And look at this. Jose off the top rope with a missile drop kick to the head of Estrada, who Joel was holding on to. Crowd's chanting for SATs, all 200 of them at this point.
I might be generous.
Oh, look at that.
As TNA Yang with a spinning leg attack in the corner. Come on, Jose. I feel like this is not going to end well for Yang. Are we going to see a second Spanish fly tonight?
Uh-oh.
No, here's Sonny Siaki.
Sonny
He just
Siaki.
crushed all of them. I thought he was all about himself.
It sort of looked like he's helped out the Elvises.
Sure did.
Here we go. Here we go. Yang time.
He completely missed. His forehead might have hit him.
Perfect.
Look at this. Joel's he no-sold it. He's up there.
Are you kidding me? I mean, I guess he missed.
He missed them.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. That's what we call an ad lib. So he went to the top rope, and Yang hit a weak ass fucking slam and won the match.
Okay, well, Elvis's win. Siaki's up at the ramp looking at him, and now he left. He doesn't want him to see. Oh, here we go. Well, this will wake me up.
Hello,
I'm not reading. I'm just looking.
Main event. Saturday, August 31st. Morton Sportatorium, Columbia, Tennessee. NWA, Hawaii. Saturday, August 31st. Nanulu. Okay, I can't pronounce that.
Oh, Brian Lawler. We're going to find out what happened.
I guarantee you he does not say a word. He doesn't tell us what it.
Wait a second. The interviewer is in the ring, but it's from earlier. So look at the crowd. It's back again.
Yeah, but what kind of edit was that? It faded into this.
Yeah. Well, they did say it was earlier.
Oh, they did?
How you doing, Nashville? Goldie is out here. Oh, she introduces Brian Lawler. I don't like that this is in the ring.
Not a fan either. That just means that something that's
well,
not
yeah.
going to happen.
Here he comes.
This guy.
Hey, look how sweaty and wet he is.
Why does his face look all red and like bruised? He's pissed.
Well, he's just.
I hate you, Jeff Jarrett.
Do you think? I think that Jeff Jarrett slept with his dad's girlfriend, and that's why he's mad at Jarrett because he likes his dad again. Mr. Lawler. For weeks, you've been running rampant. Looks like you definitely have some issues. Oh. And they're definitely personal. Goldilocks is like, just freaking tell us, dude. He's gonna be like, get the hell out of here.
Listen here, tramp. And he's gonna shove her down, pie face her. Tennessee Jam off the top. And
oh my god.
Bruce is gonna come out and pin her 1, 2, 3.
Look at this. First of all, what is your name? She's like, my name's Goldilocks. You know that. Goldilocks. Goldilocks.
I feel like he's going to do something inappropriate.
Oh, he's talking about her little tight jeans. He's literally saying what you just said, Bob.
See? Told you.
Why is there more signs for Goldilocks than there are for wrestlers?
Because she's the most over fucking character.
I'm talking about some
checking her out.
cleavage.
TNA. Tits and ass, baby.
Yeah. Come on, Lawler. Freaking just tell us already, bro. Like a floozy.
A floozy, not a horror.
Oh,
There you go.
oh, a $2 horror. Wow.
Wow.
What is a floozy? I've never heard that one. I'm
Floozy's
using-
like fucking. That's like a 70s reference.
There's no place in a wrestling ring for a piece of trash like you. So I'm just pointing out, last week this happened where he literally told her, oh. Goldilocks running her fingers down the chest of Brian Lawler and then flicking him and then walking out.
So I'm really surprised that she didn't pull a Francine and try to pretend like she was gonna blow him.
Like all the other ones, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously that would not fit her character, and she would probably never do that. But
No, of course not. So he's like, guess what, morons? What I'm right now is for all my freaks.
oh my god.
He wants silence.
Well, you're not gonna have a problem with that, Brian Lawler. There's only about 600 people there at this point, since it was earlier in the day. Yeah, shut your freaking mouths. I'm pissed. I'm gonna start quivering. My lips gonna start quivering. I'm gonna start throwing a hissy fit.
I'll slap the taste out of each and every one of your mouths. This is hilarious. He's not a good bad guy. He's just funny.
No.
Oh, stop insulting Goldilocks. Yes, tell us. He's not going to tell us. I'll tell you what.
5 seconds.
All right, so he wants Jarrett right now, so we're not
5.
going to find out.
3, 4, 5.
Oh, 5. He's not out, so no, we don't get to know, I'm guessing.
No, he's gonna say it without him there.
Oh, okay. Just as I thought. He's nowhere to be found, is he?
Well, he eventually found him and he choked him.
That's a really great
Which
point.
would have happened after this, because that's what
Yeah, I don't like how they film this stuff. Janae's like, piece of what? Oh, wait. Oh, no, it's Ron
It's
Killing.
Ron Killings. He has a concussion, and judging by how he's walking, I believe it.
He's holding onto a chair, I think.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Well,
He said,
yeah.
says-
Brian Lawler's just like, wait, what are you doing?
he's like, you thought I was at home with a damn concussion? Oh, yeah, we did. We did think that.
Yeah.
Tanae's like, I didn't think he was going to be here because of that concussion, even though Loki, we just talked about it an hour and a half ago.
That's true. It was an accident.
Lawler's like, I accidentally hit you with the chair. Which is true, because Jarrett did pull Ron Killings in front of him. Ron Killings is pissed, though. Shut the hell up, baby.
Still have the hiccups.
Yeah, Bob, get rid of those.
This is a rough day. Come on. Is he not going to tell us about what happened with Jeff?
No, we're never going to know.
This is bullshit.
What in the world is happening
Oh,
right
God, dude.
Is
I
she
cannot.
It's me and you, dog.
The way he's changing his voice, I can't take him serious. Wrong time.
You
My
know
bad.
what? Oh.
It's true.
Uh-oh. Ron Killings, do not get in the ring.
Liam. My house.
You're in
That
the wrong
ceiling
place.
looks like
No.
it's like brand new, like plywood.
Yeah, looks. They should probably not light the ceiling.
No. At least not shoot upwards.
No.
So
Well, you're
naturally
gonna
they zoom out more.
find out what the truth is all about.
He ain't wrestling.
No way. No, man. It ain't
God.
gotta be like that, man. Truth is leaving. He literally just walked out of the curtain.
Wait, he should be happy. Because he's getting a world title match.
Oh, his girlfriend. Brian Lawler's girlfriend sitting ringside.
Who's that?
And she's sitting next to a photographer who now is Brian Lawler's yelling
she's
at.
saying that he touched her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I think I know what the angle is going to be here, Dallas.
Oh, boy.
This isn't going to end well.
Okay, so Lawler's yelling at the camera guy who she's saying he took pictures of her.
Yeah.
Where's
that one fan that would not allow? Oh, okay. Well, he just got pushed out of the chair.
Shit.
Okay, so I feel like I kind of know where this is going, Dallas. She was definitely lying about that guy touching her. So
yeah.
Is it gonna be suggested that she's saying that Jeff Jarrett touched her?
I think that's what makes the most sense.
Last week, or in this case, earlier in the day, Jeff Jarrett beat up the mask.
Okay, if they don't show us who it is right now, maybe I'll tell you guys who's playing the person at least.
Well, let's see where this goes. I mean, I feel like there's going to be a match. It looks like it's fucking Road Dogg. But then again, how he does the punches here, I don't think it is him.
Well, so that's what I noticed too, Bob. When I was watching, because Road Dogg has a very specific way he does punches and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't see a tattoo either, so I'm almost positive.
Oh, I think I know who it is.
Who it's revealed as, or who is right there?
I think I know who's under the mask right now. In this segment, in this sketch. Segment.
All right, and we're showing Bullet Bob Armstrong. And here comes Jeff Jarrett.
So does what you have tell you who was right there?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to wait and see who comes out.
Yeah, let's see what happens right now, because it looks like we might be having a match.
At least another segment. So how come Jeff Jarrett could come out now? Oh, because that was really in the day. That's why he didn't come out.
Yes. Still no answers as we thought.
Well, it's definitely going to be suggested that Jeff Jarrett touched Brian Lawler's girlfriend. So.
I think so, too.
We should do that storyline in 2020. That'd be great.
No.
Cancel culture. Which, I mean, in that situation, you should be canceled. But.
Okay, here we go. Jeff Jarrett's in the ring, and his opponent.
We are 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 56 seconds into the show. As we get another close-up here.
From parts unknown. The Bullet.
That's Road Dogg. Tell me that's not Road Dogg. That looks like Road Dogg.
Do you think Road Dogg would wear that outfit, though?
Yeah. Well, now it's not Road Dogg because I can tell he doesn't have the fucking... Yeah, okay, so it's not Road Dogg because he doesn't have the tattoo. So it must be the same guy. And if that's the case, then I think I know who it is.
Well, let's see if they unmask him at the end of this.
Okay.
And Bullet gets tossed over the guardrail. And chair shot. Casual. And look, a fan hands him another one. If a fan hands him both of those, that's 2 points in the Dub Cup.
Oh, my God. Oh, okay. I finally got a good look of him. And I know who it is now for sure.
I think it is, in fact, Giant Gonzalez.
Right. It's Loch Ness. So if you want to just go check out Nitro from February of 96, it's the Loch Ness. It's Bastion Booger.
All right, so Jarrett's got at least 4 points. I'll give him 5 now for the Dub Cup.
Somebody else is through a chair.
I saw that too. Yeah, Jarrett, go ahead. Brawl in the crowd or no one. Do it.
Bullet's leg is all dirty from the floor there, so they're not cleaning up properly. And that's how COVID spreads. If you don't
look at
the floor.
Damn you, Mike Tenay.
Yeah, Jeff Jarrett's obsessed with that NWA World Title. It's been 11 weeks. He hasn't had it. Maybe he'll never have it. There's been a noticeable trend here with with Jarrett matches that it always consists of brawling in the crowd. It's a freaking cover up. Oh, here's some jabs, which is how Road Dogg does it. But
Hold up.
Drop. But he didn't wiggle his knees.
Well, that would give you a giveaway, though.
That's true.
And listen, even if it is Road Dogg, they could have put a little makeup on his tattoo.
Yeah, you're right.
They could have.
Oh. Pump handle.
Oh, God.
Low blow.
Lax rules, bro. Jarrett's pulling something out of his knee pad. Handcuffs.
The handcuff.
Doesn't know how to use them, though.
Is it the toy ones where you can clearly see the release to make sure that everything's good?
No, those ones don't look like toys, so that's good. I like how he casually had those in his knee pad the whole time.
Well, I mean, you gotta be prepared.
Oh. Oh, yeah, baby. He's going to find out who this little surprise is. He grabbed a microphone.
Let's see. It's Tatanka.
Oh, no. He's bringing a chair in the ring with him. I'm going to find out who in the hell you are.
Is he going to smash him over the head with a chair or something?
I think, yeah, he's going to smash him in the head and then take the mask off.
Well, you know what?
Oh, shit.
Oh, God. Bob Armstrong came out of nowhere. Whoever is under the mask, the way that it's being presented is not very strong because he kind of got his ass kicked by Jeff Jarrett.
Well, that's why I sort of don't think it's Road Dogg.
Oh, no. Jeff Jarrett just murdered Bob Armstrong with a chair shot. It's great. Just well.
Now, that's finally a DQ. Not Bullet Bob punching him. Not him, whatever, fighting in the crowd with the chair.
Did he just do a blade job? Is he busted open or what?
He's definitely going to blade.
He just is kicking him directly in the face. That's good stuff. Come on, masked bullet guy, do something. Save your father.
Ah, the bullet just threw the chair
in.
Yeah. Missed though, yep. And Jarrett just keeps.
Bob's got to be busted open. The way that he's selling, it's like I feel like he's bleeding.
I think Don West just said so. Yep.
Yeah, there it is.
He opened him up.
Come on. All right, so this is going to lead to eventually Jeff Jarrett and Bob Armstrong in a singles match, probably.
First blood match, yeah.
Again? Great.
Oh. God.
Jesus Christ.
Let's keep hitting old people in the head with chairs.
Can you just imagine Russo pitching this in a meeting? Like, hey, all right, so Bullet Bob is like 70 years old. Just hit him over the head with a chair.
I believe
at least twice.
Just for fun, I believe he's 62 here.
Really? Okay.
Yes. I saw that note.
Because he's well past 70. I didn't think he'd be 62.
Well, Jarrett wants a microphone again. Now. I kick Bullet's ass like I said.
So sad. He's so disappointed he's bleeding from the forehead. All right. I guarantee you he doesn't do it. So we're going to get no announcement from Lawler and then, of course, security. Where was security when he smashed Bob Armstrong over the head with a chair twice?
What in the world cut was that?
That's a horrible edit. My God.
Okay. So we got cut over to the corner, or the commentator's table, sorry. And Don West, tell us what's happening.
There's a sign, Don West sold my sign.
That's awesome. You know what to do, Don. Take it away.
All right, well, in 3 weeks, this is what we're going to do.
Oh, yeah, next week. It's the X Division. That's what makes us great. We're going to see the best of the X Division from all 11 shows. Oh, interviews.
Could you imagine the pitch being, you want to see people talk? Well, next week is going to be the show for you.
Wait, Bob, there's interviews. We got to watch it.
No.
Yeah. Because coming up next, in just a few.
The greatest match.
The greatest match the world will ever see.
What a fucking hype job. If this sucks, Don West loses all credibility.
Triple ladder match. AJ Styles. Jerry Lynn.
Does that mean we get 3 ladders?
Yes, I would say so.
Coming up or right now?
Oh my God, we're going back a week again. We're looking at
Yeah.
highlights from the best of 3
Because you gotta
series.
hype it up. Because if you're saying this is going 57, that's almost 25 minutes. And I don't think it's gonna go that long. 2, 3.
Yeah, so Bob, I think we will get about 3 ladders. I personally like how TNA has always done ladder matches where there's not 50 ladders. Because I feel like there's like a limit. Like you have to be able to walk around ringside.
Well, yeah. I've always liked the King of the Mountain.
Really? I'm surprised.
Yeah. You have to climb up the ladder and hook it out there. I've always kind of liked that concept.
It gets a little messy though with the penalty box and you pin them. You had to pin someone to qualify, and it gets a little messy.
Oh, well, yeah, but it fits the Russo book.
Well, yeah. So yeah, now we're already into the Iron Man match, getting clips from that. So they show us very little clips from the No Falls Count Anywhere and the No Disqualifications match.
I mean, for the most part, they were just showing the pinfalls.
Yeah.
But now we're getting, I think, general. Actually, does he get the pin off this?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so they're just probably showing us the pins.
Oh, we didn't get that little thing last week.
No, we
Styles
did not.
3, Lynn 3. No, we did not. You guys are giving us the good graphics this week, huh? Loki standing at the stage with the ladder, looking scary. And yep, as we know, it was a draw.
Yeah, Styles was going for the Styles Clash, but couldn't finish off. And then Loki was in there, yeah, we're all cool, and then he proceeds to destroy them with kicks.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, we're friends. Just kidding.
I respect you guys, but not as much as my foot respects your face. And then he kicks him.
And then, remember, he does just talking in the ring, but then they're like, hey, can you cut a promo at the end?
Yeah.
Triple ladder match.
So here's my question. Are they all going to be wearing different gear? Or is it going to be the same gear? I think Jerry Lynn's going to have different gear. He does.
Yeah, because he's a pro.
That's right.
And wait, I think we only have 1 ladder.
You know what's funny is that
Oh, no, we got 3.
if they didn't know they were taping twice, the Jerry Lynn brings more than one set of pair to every show.
Well, you got to be prepared.
Yeah.
That's a true pro.
Who's that broad?
I don't know, but she looks underage, so.
Who's that broad? She looks like she's drunk.
She's definitely
that guy?
drunk. Stop showing her.
She's definitely like 15.
Yeah, dude. What the hell? Look at the dancer just stop dancing. Oh, look, Styles has different gear on. A pro.
Yes.
Actually, I believe that gear is possibly his first action figure might be wearing that gear.
Only a real nerd would know that.
I think it's actually a variant of the first one, though. I think
I'm
the first
pretty
isn't
sure
black.
that only
but-
10 people have ever bought TNA figures.
Dude, the TNA toy, or I think it's Toy Biz or Marvel or whoever made them. Those figures are awesome.
I'm surprised they don't have one now. I mean, I know it's not as well known, I guess, but
I think that's why. And is low key? Yep, he's got new gear on too. Okay.
yeah, because he was wearing the white and black.
Yep.
or whatever.
Look at these. What a bunch of pros. And we're even emptier in the building than we were 10 minutes ago.
I'm not surprised.
Bell rings immediately. Okay, so we're at 1 hour, 37 minutes, and 52 seconds. So we approximately got about a 20-minute match on our hands.
Well, yeah, you're saying it went 157, right?
Approximately. I can't confirm. I think that's what it was. It was under 2 hours, but not a whole lot. Styles already has a ladder on the outside of the ring, and Lynn and Loki are trading shots, and it looks like, oh, they went to baseball slide. Oh.
Lynn just got smashed in the face.
So they went to baseball slide, but Styles lifted the ladder, so they slid underneath. He went to have both in the back with him.
Loki chopping away on AJ.
And they're using, those aren't like little aluminum ladders. Those are heavy duty ones.
Yeah, I bet you they're not even like gimmicked.
No way. This sucks that the crowd's. This is a match that I think the crowd would be super hot for, but like there's no one there.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. Do you think that Loki's going to retain the title here?
I think he kind of has to.
I mean, he made the challenge. I feel like I agree with that.
Oh no, Jerry missed the leg drop.
Are you kidding me? Jerry Lynn missed the
He never
middle
missed.
rope leg drop.
Well, the only reason why I'm saying that I feel like he needs to retain it is he hits the springboard kick onto AJ. His defenses were against like lackluster people.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And if he were to lose this, it would feel like he was just a transitional champion.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he needs to win this and then actually have like singles matches against other people. I'm saying his only other defense was against Jerry Lynn, right? And that was a DQ finish anyway. So, or even that, I don't even know if that was a defense. I don't know if you had the
Whoa! Oh, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
Jerry Lynn's fired up. I may be 35, but I can still do a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
Well, good for him.
AJ tried to get involved, and then Lynn is going to beat him up real good in the corner.
And throwing Styles off the rope and backdrop.
Oh.
Soon it will be onto a ladder. Give us 5 more minutes, and ladders are going to be thrown everywhere.
Yeah, they're definitely going to overuse the ladder for sure.
That's okay.
Here's a question: does Jerry Lynn or Styles do like a cradle pile driver or Styles clash off the ladder?
Oh, I don't know. Look at this.
Tough to do.
Romero special to Loki. Looks wicked painful. Loki's breaking out though, and Styles bulldogs Loki out of it. That's nuts. I don't know. I could see it happening, but
what about a key crusher off the ladder to the mat?
I could see that happening. I think I could see that happening more than the other two.
Yeah, I feel like a cradle pile driver Styles clash off the ladder is almost impossible to set up.
The Styles clash could work if they're strong enough to go for like a Hurricane Rana and like reverse it, but I could see him falling easily too.
Yeah. Come on, Jerry.
Lynn looks like he's trying to put in like essentially a lion tamer.
Get this submission. Put your knee down onto his neck. He tapped. He just won the belt.
And yeah, he's basically giving up right now. So he's out of the match.
I know. That should be it. Oh, shit. Low-key is kicking Jerry Lynn, and Lynn's just like, give me more, you little bitch.
Oh, he broke it up, though.
Of course, Low-key fires up and drops him with his third kick to the chest.
What referee is that, Bob? He doesn't look familiar to me.
I can't see it. It's cut off. Let me see here. That's Andrew Thomas.
Andrew Thomas?
Yep.
Okay.
A current AEW producer.
I don't know if I knew that.
Yeah, Andrew Thomas is there for a while.
Yeah, I knew he was in TNA for a while. I guess I just didn't recognize him right here. Just throwing Styles into the corner that
I feel like I haven't seen him before this match.
Okay, well maybe that's why I'm so confused right now.
Yeah, because I want to say before I was like, oh, here's Andrew Thomas, and it was really Rudy Charles, and then I was like, oh, I guess we haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, that has definitely happened. Okay, Loki now going to Lynn, throwing Lynn to the other corner, and that's it. He just threw him in the corner.
That was stupid.
And then make sure Lynn is staying in the corner. It looks like he's probably going to set up Styles in the corner as well. Oh, I see what's happening. He's picking it up in the key crusher position. He's about to run and hit Lynn, it looks like. Does Lynn move? Nope. He basically used Styles as a battering ram, as Mike Tenay says.
Yeah, but would that really knock out AJ?
No, it probably wouldn't feel great. I feel like it would squish him, but
like Jerry, I could understand getting the brunt of that to the face. But...
And here's Low-Key grabbing a ladder on the outside. First one heading into the ring.
He's gonna give that drop kick.
Oh yeah, here comes Styles. Boom. The baseball slide.
There's a nice sign there. Jerry Lynn rules. Yes, he does.
He's
Jerry
the best.
Jerry needs to do the middle rope leg drop. He needs to, because if there's ever a match where he doesn't do it, I'm going to be very upset.
Well, he attempted it at least, so I think it still counts.
No. He needs to execute the move.
Oh boy, look at this. Styles has the ladder set across like the little guardrail and like where like the cameraman stands on the apron.
That usually means something bad is going to happen there.
Yep. And now we're slapping and kicking each other, Loki and Lynn, or Loki and Styles.
Yeah. I'm surprised Loki didn't conveniently end up laying on top of it after that kick.
Yeah, really. Or like, yeah, falling over to it. Lynn's going for a suplex to Styles, but looks like Styles reversing it. And then Styles, pretty much throws Lynn to the apron.
Yeah, throws him face first onto the apron. Now, dragging Lynn on the floor and is going to walk on the ladder.
For no reason at all. What's the point of
I
this?
feel like that's not bright. Because here's Loki chopping him, and I feel like the
This
footing on a ladder is not great.
Yeah, this is sketchy.
That's going to tip over.
Oh my god.
This is stupid. This is not bright.
Headbutt. Here comes
Here's
Jerry Lynn.
3 dudes on a ladder that's not supposed to be like that. And he drops them both face first onto it.
Thank God that's all it was.
Yeah, I was really looking. That was going to be super dangerous and not safe. Come on, Jay. Just get the ladder.
Well, yeah, this is literally, he could bring it in the ring and get the title.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what he'll do? He'll bring it in there, and he'll then climb up like he is a snail. And then AJ or Key will get in there and stop him.
And then Lenny Lane is going to come out and push it over.
I never lost the Cruiserweight title. I'm the X Division champion.
And showed a nice shot of the title hanging above the ring. There we go. Jerry Lynn baseball slides the ladder into AJ's gut. Long ways.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lynn is definitely about to win right now, and then we're just going to kill time for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I want Jerry to win, but I think Loki should win. He's climbing up. It's in the middle of the ring, but he's taking a sweet old time. Loki with some kicks.
Yeah, Loki don't care. He's like, I'm slapping your ass down. Oh, okay. Loki knocks him out. Okay, now Loki's going to win.
Now Loki should be fine. He has like no damage to him. If this was the video game, he'd climb up super fast. Oh, here comes AJ crawling in.
Well, yeah, Loki just folded the ladder up and is like pretending to reposition it, waiting for Styles.
Like what?
It wasn't in a good position. So now Styles hitting Loki, slapping, punching each other. Slap, punch, punch, forearm. Knee, forearm.
Get him, AJ.
Lynn.
He's fine. Oh, Lynn just took his head off with a clothesline. Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Lynn!
Lynn was wicked hyped about that right there.
Dude, Jerry Lynn, when he does that, cracks me up. Yeah! There was one time he was at WWF New York. They were like, all right, Jerry, thanks for being on the show. And he was like, Judgment Day. This is fucking weird.
Okay.
He loves that metal
Here
music,
we go.
You know? Oh, double hip toss, Loki onto the ladder. That feels great. I'm on my 3rd Coke Zero for this.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding.
Holy crap. I'm
an old man, dude. I'm never awake at 5:14 in the afternoon. They're all laid out. Well, Styles and Keys laid out. I wish I was laid out, but I'm not. Lynn has set up a ladder in the corner. Dallas hasn't moved his head, but I know he's not frozen because I saw him blinking.
No, I'm here.
Oh, boy.
Oh, look at Styles. Oh, moonsaults off the ladder. That was nice.
What's he going to do? Tornado DDT? No. Lynn counters with a suplex into the ladder. Oh, that's got to hurt. Jerry Lynn rules. Now, I've always wondered when people use the ladder to do a tornado DDT, does that somehow add extra leverage to the tornado DDT?
Well, yeah, it's pushing off something hard and not bouncy.
Okay, well, Loki just murdered Jerry Lynn with a kick right to the face. And it looks like he's asking him, hey, are you okay? Because Lynn, like, went down like a sack of potatoes. He did not go for the pin because he was asking if he was okay, I think.
There's Loki with the...
Lynn catches him. Running powerbomb, but he counters with a hurricanrana to send Lynn back first into the corner.
Nice. That was cool. Yeah, Don West is losing his absolute mind. TNA Mike!
I told you this was going to be phenomenal. Oh, boy. AJ's got a ladder. He runs over Key with it, sending him into the corner. We are at 1 hour and 50 minutes on the dot, which would mean approximately 7 minutes remain in the program. According to Dallas.
Well, yeah, don't take my word for it. Look, Styles is the first one to even touch the title. Loki's up there with him now.
Oh, he just kicked him.
Oh.
Dude, go up and get the belt. What is this guy doing?
No, he's got to kick him.
Why? He's upside down. He could have got the belt. He's destroying him with more kicks. This probably feels great for Styles. Kick him right in the face. If he kicks him in the face, Styles is out of the match.
Loki's back hurts, though. He kicked him in the head at the end.
Right in the forehead.
Okay. He's like melting off the ladder.
Yeah, he's done. He is.
Okay, Jerry Lynn, get in the ring.
Yeah, that was... I don't anticipate AJ doing much of anything to finish the match here. Low-key, slowly climbing up to get the belt. He could have gotten the belt, but decided he wanted to issue more pain to AJ. So Jerry Lynn comes up. And
ladder is tipping. It's like...
Yeah, it looks like it's crooked. It's teetering, for sure. Oh, back suplex by Lynn. That hurts both.
Crowd's chanting TNA, so whoever's left is into it, but...
Yeah. 43 people are still in the crowd. Don West really pushing how brutal this is.
Yeah, and Mike Tenay says, how does it get better every week? Each and every Wednesday. And they never disappoint! Next week, the Special X do with exclusive interviews.
With matches that you've already seen if you've ordered every week.
Well, that is true. So you can pay $10 for exclusive interviews where they talk about probably nothing.
Yeah.
I might check them up and follow up next week, when we get back at least, or something. But we'll see.
This was a fun match that I did. That was great. Low-key hit me really hard in the face. That's gonna be what the interview's about.
Look at the ladder.
The referee, Andrew Thomas, needs to grab that ladder. They're gonna fall over.
All right, well, they both fall off anyways. Jerry Lynn's in the corner, basically standing, so he can just go get it.
Yeah. If that's the finish, I would die. I feel like he's definitely not positioned under the belt.
No, he's positioned in a really good place for a Styles clash, though. Oh, no.
Or are you getting tipped? Oh, okay, into the corner face first.
Damn it.
We still haven't gotten the leg drop, and now I'm getting pissed.
He attempted it, Bob.
I understand he attempted it, but this is not about that. This is about hitting the move. Okay.
Look at another ladder.
Low-key, getting another one. It's kind of funny watching Low-key try to maneuver a ladder around.
Oh yeah, he's like a little guy.
Yeah.
Styles kicks Low-key in the head as he gets back into the ring. They put that ladder in a really odd spot. Like Low-key just kind of set it ringside.
Yeah.
Reversing the suplex from Styles here, and boom, wicked kick.
Kicked him right in the face again.
Okay, something's up. Irish whip to Styles, who does his moonsault DDT. Oh my god!
Oh my god, he fucking hit it.
Not bad.
Wow. That's like only the second time in 11 weeks that he's hit it.
Yeah, every other time it's been not good at all.
And he's definitely tried it every other time. Now Loki's on the apron. That could be quality time to hit the trademark leg drop. I'm just saying.
Dude, there's a good chance. If he starts to get up through the middle rope, I could see it happening.
Come on, Jerry. Come on, Jerry. Do it to both of them.
He might, dude. Look, he's going over to the side.
Please. I need this.
Oh, damn it. He's back in the ring.
Okay,
Low-key.
Fucking get it.
Oh.
Catches on a springboard, and Lynn hits a sit-down powerbomb on Loki.
I don't know why, but I pictured him slamming him on that ladder on the outside that's just standing up.
Dude, I thought there was a ladder, like, bridge in the corner, and I thought for sure he was going to do that.
Okay, Styles is going to get the ladder that Loki put in a really stupid spot.
Right. Yeah, he didn't even really...
Oh!
Geez. Styles just tossed the ladder over the top, and it landed on Lynn's face.
Dude.
1 hour and 55 minutes and 4 seconds into this show. It is less than 2 minutes now remaining. Approximately less than 2 minutes remaining.
Jerry Lynn, are you okay from getting hit and literally a ladder thrown on your face?
And it looked like AJ was meaning to do that. Like, that was not an accidental ladder toss. All 3 ladders are in the ring. Low-key finally getting his ladder. Lynn and Styles trading some strikes in the corner. Maybe Low-key will just climb up and actually get the belt while these two fight each other.
Oh yeah. Look at this is so sketchy right now though. Let's hit 3 ladders.
I don't know why Loki would bring in a 3rd ladder to climb up the ladders. That makes no sense to me. Loki and Styles now are at the top of the ladder. Styles climbed that pretty quick, but all the other times he climbs real slow. It's interesting. Oh, what is this? Loki is laying Styles over the ladders, and looks like he's going to do a drag. Yep, a dragon sleeper or the dragon clutch. He can't win the match, though.
Well, he can. Look at this.
You can't win it by that.
Okay, cradle pile driver.
No way. There's no way.
I don't know, dude.
If Jerry Lynn hits a cradle pile driver,
dude, Jerry Lynn's about to win the X Division title.
Well, he's trying to push him off, and low key. Wait, Styles. Styles just fell to the floor.
Jerry. Dude. Jerry Lynn's going to win the X Division title.
What is it? Oh, no. Jerry Lynn's got the fucking cradle. Oh, my God. No way. Jerry Lynn has it set up on low-key, and he just hit a fucking cradle pile driver off the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that's got to be it. That's it, right? Like,
dude, come on.
Holy smokes. Wow.
Dude.
Well, that makes up for the missed leg drop, I guess.
Yeah.
I did not think he was going to hit that.
They set it up wicked good. I would have never thought about that.
No. Usually I feel like it's like horribly like...
Come on. Jerry Lynn, grab the freaking title.
Jerry Lynn.
Yeah.
Jerry Lynn is the X Division champion.
Dude.
Oh, we're going right off the air.
We don't even get to celebrate. Sorry, Jerry.
Yeah. Hey, you won the belt, but we don't care. That went 1:57:59, so almost an hour and 58 minutes. It took almost a full 2 hours. That's interesting.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I did not expect that finish.
I did not either. Well, here's the thing about that. I would say that that ladder match. I don't know if you're going to agree with me on this.
I'm interested. Okay.
All right. So I'm going to say that the ladder match was kind of disappointing, aside from that ridiculous finish.
Yeah. I do agree. To be honest, I do. Because I feel like, I don't know, these 3 have done so much crazy stuff, and you give them some ladders, and I feel like it was just kind of like a lot of punching each other. Like there wasn't a whole lot there for me to hold on to.
Yeah, there wasn't like a whole like they did like the hip toss onto the ladder and stuff like that, but there
but there
wasn't
wasn't
like
a lot. Some
yeah,
baseball slides, like
no, no, there was a couple of bumps, and obviously again like that finish is absolutely insane.
yeah. So I agree. I do agree with you that I wish there was a little bit more.
Yeah,
Uh, I think overall, I don't think this was a bad show. Like this, I wouldn't give it a thumbs down, but it's nowhere above a thumbs in the middle for me. I mean, I think a lot of it was really slow paced, very basic stuff. Nothing really stood out. But I know that they got people drawn in with that ladder match to buy it.
yeah, I think you're right about that. I would say I'll give it a thumbs in the middle. Um, we
I think
saw
that's
a
fair.
little bit too much of Brian Lawler though. Some of the editing was atrocious.
Yeah, it was. It was bad.
So if you're like an editing snob or
Don't watch
production
this.
snob, you'll probably have an aneurysm about it out of anger because it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But like Yang and Estrada against SATs wasn't too bad. I mean, sloppy,
Yeah, I think
but so was Kash and Red. I mean, their timing was a little off, but
yeah, and I feel like a lot of the matches for me, I was taken out of like the moment just because I was like, why is this match happening?
yeah,
And I feel like so like the first like 3 or 4 matches, that's what it was for me. It was just like I don't know what like the first hour of the show, I was really just kind of checked out. Like I just didn't know why I was watching Elvis's versus the SATs. Like there wasn't like a reason. But yeah, I mean I don't think it was bad, like I said. I really wish we'd get some freaking progression on any storyline. Like it's just like the constant like, okay, we're gonna tell you, and then we don't. Hey, there's a surprise last week at the end of the show. Find out next week, and we didn't find out who's under the mask.
yeah. I think they're just drawing stuff out too long
The wrong
without
stuff.
right without like giving us any kind of information.
Because that story can still draw on without it, with us knowing who it is or why Lawler's attacking him. I mean, Jarrett's in like what 3 different stories right now. He wants the title. He's feuding with Lawler and Bob Armstrong and like Monty Brown kind of. It's just like
Well, right. So like in some stories he's the heel,
yes,
and
this
then in
is the
some
issue.
story he's the babyface.
That's the issue right there, dude.
Yeah. So it's like I'm just really confused as to, which one am I supposed to hate or what is going on with Jeff Jarrett. I'm really kind of baffled by it. But
Me too. Me too.
um,
But yeah, I like I said, I don't have to say it 3 more times. It was very in the middle for me. I'm gonna hold on to the who's under the mask right now until we figure out who it is, and then we can chat off air if you want. But we'll hold on to that piece of information on air until maybe we get a reveal on our show back.
okay.
Let's do that because I believe our next NWA TNA show is September 18th. Is that what it is?
That is correct.
And Bob, would you like to do the honors? We got 2 bonus episodes coming up the next 2 Fridays because, as mentioned before, next week is a clip show. We will not be watching. I'll probably try to get around to watching the interviews so I can at least see if there's anything of substance in it. And then the week after that, they didn't even have a show. So we are going to release 2 bonus episodes 2 weeks in a row on our normal feed on Fridays.
Yeah. Well, what's funny about that clip show, the X Division special, is that there's only 2 matches that do not feature some combination of Styles, Lynn, or Loki. So it's essentially a clip show of, hey, this is what Styles, Lynn, and Loki have done for us through 11 shows.
Yeah, I believe it.
So yeah, the bonus episode we're going to be doing, I don't know if we said we're going to do both of them. I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess we could. Is the WWA pay-per-views. The first one being in October 2001. I think the next one after that was April 2002. So the reasoning kind of being like we can see kind of like an extension of TNA, just like in a
Well,
different.
in a way, the WWA was, I'd almost say it was like a bridge between WCW and TNA in a way, because it really happened right in between. If you've been listening since the beginning, specifically even our very first episode, the Get Ready to Cross the Line one, where we really cover the history of leading up to the first show, the WWA gets mentioned quite a bit because a lot of the wrestlers went on these tours.
Right.
So I think it's going to be really fun. Me and Bob have both never seen the shows.
Yeah.
And I think that alone is going to make for a fun episode. Probably not going to really talk much notes in the beginning or anything. I think we're going to kind of get right into it. If I can find some interesting stuff, we'll talk about it during the show. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think that you'll actually see Sting sooner than
Yeah.
in TNA. So that's
I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the plan. I know maybe at some point we'll I haven't even asked Dallas this, so I'll just say it now, but maybe down the road we'll just maybe do a random bonus episode of one random indie match or something that incorporates these guys from TNA, because usually that's 15, 20 minutes. Maybe we'll do little quickies. Who knows? I don't know.
I'm not against it.
Yeah. I know that hopefully this weekend Dallas will actually watch Jerry Lynn matches. Just type, if I were you, just go on, if you're relying on the network, just type in Jerry Lynn, and I'm sure a boatload of stuff will come up. I suggested the Hardcore Heaven 99 match to start off with Rob Van Dam. Arguably his best match ever.
Yeah,
Certainly their best match together.
I don't know what matches I've seen and haven't seen, to be honest. So I just really want to watch some Jerry Lynn in my life. And for those who are wondering why the heck we're talking about this, I texted Bob the other day asking about matches.
Yeah.
Just because I just need to see some more. What we're watching is good, but I need bonus Jerry Lynn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would even go on YouTube. I know there's a good match with him and Lightning Kid from 91, 2 out of 3 falls. That got a lot of praise back in 91. So
cool.
Interesting stuff. But there'll be more interesting stuff with Jerry Lynn moving forward. He is a staple for TNA for consistently at least, for the next about 2 years. And then I know there's a break and he comes back. So it happens a lot, though, in TNA with a bunch of different people. So I can't say that I'm quite surprised with that. Dallas, if you don't have anything else, then I guess the next time we will be on the TNA Crossline podcast is for, I believe it's called WWA Inception.
Oh, get ready.
I could be wrong.
I cannot wait.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So in the meantime, everybody go on the network and check out some Jerry Lynn with Dallas. You won't regret it. For Dallas, really, I am Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.